Rage on that beat, going crazy.
Hello, all of our survivors from Free Fire. Hello, welcome back to our League Stage Week 2, Day 2. Right here, by the way, today is the Week 2 and I'm super excited to watch what's gonna happen because yesterday in Day 1, Week 2, actually got me a lot of surprises. Well, by the way, not to forget to mention our lovely gentlemen right here. We have Abstract and Shadow. Hello, guys, how are you?
Hello.
Hi.
Thanks for having us.
All right.
Yep.
Okay, so by the way, I have watched the match yesterday, even though I'm not here with you guys. Yeah, today I'm back on track with you guys. So, what do you think about yesterday matches then? And also, what is your expectation on the underdog team right now or the rising dark horse?
Well, so far, yesterday's game, we are introduced with quite a lot of random curveballs, and a lot of results is something that we didn't quite expect. With AV Elite coming in with the Booyah on game number 1, which I believe raised a lot of people's expectations, and of course, Special Army MY that managed to clinch themselves with two Booyahs in the last 2 games of their day, which is
Yeah.
one of the major curveballs being thrown at us, being able to rise all the way from the bottom of the brackets all the way to the mid part of the brackets. They are definitely the dark horse that I'm looking out for, and hopefully they will be able to join everyone else in the upper part of the leaderboards.
Well, the dark horse certainly seems to be in the favor of Auto Knockout. As me and Abstract saw yesterday, Auto Knockout just came out from, nowhere. That was the biggest curveball thrown at us yesterday because we were, we were hyping up Hard to Get, we were hyping up AV Elite, and sometimes maybe even Bloody Heads. But Auto Knockout just surprised us with some really, really spicy plays, really, really patient plays. And I don't know, I'm just excited for what's about to come for today.
Hmm. All right, so I'm pretty excited too because I saw some even not only auto knockout because they were actually in the fifth place last week. So I probably think they will still be in the top five or at the top bracket. But now I saw a team that is Special Army. They actually scored two booyahs back to back. That is really impressive because when I watch it, I'm like, wow. So Special Army just secure two booyahs in a row, like from nowhere, from first week they didn't score any booyah till this week they got two booyahs in a row, 24 points, secure clean points in their pocket. So what do you think about Special Army? What about?
I mean, initially they played pretty passively. Like a lot of things that they're going out for, they are just really trying to go for placements. They are not really looking forward to getting kills, if I'm not wrong. Although we don't really have a lot of footage on them, or rather, we don't have a lot of emphasis on what they are doing, where they are, those kind of stuff, because they haven't really been in early game team fights. That's why we don't have that much footage. And their presence just decided to rise up from the above and just showed us how strong they are at the AC bracket, getting themselves at 2 booyahs, like I said before, and that is quite a big surprise. And I'm really hoping to see a little bit. I'm hoping to see more like what they did in today's AC bracket.
Yeah, so as well, I praise them for their patience and so as well their timing for everything because I think yesterday we saw some off-screen kills, which I think it was on camera on the bird's eye view where I think they are more towards the third party side of killing. They don't engage a full team head on, just stay back, hold on to the high ground, see whether anything's
Believe
happening around.
now,
Oh,
right?
it's like, oh, there's a team. Yeah, like there's a team fighting. Hey, let's get 1 or 2 kills for ourselves. We get 3 points.
Yeah,
Like we don't need to fight everyone. We need to sacrifice utilities for it. We
yeah.
just wait
The
some
typical
bullets and
Malaysian style, right? Is it?
yep, get the third parties
Yeah.
going on.
Yeah. So as we can see,
Sure.
like Philippines team, like hard to get, or some other Philippines team, they actually play more aggressively. They look for kills and they would like to involve more in engagement or something. But in Malaysia, we probably just play safe. Okay, we are not gonna engage anything. Just watch them, and then we get the placement point in the pocket. That's it, right? So before we are going to start today map, which is we are going to play in Bermuda and Kalahari. So Kalahari, I'm pretty excited because they are smaller. And also, as last week we saw some of the team they play really well in Kalahari, like No Escape. So today is back to their forte. By the way, before we starting anything, we are going to see the overall rundown, the schedule, and the group team. So right here we have the Group A player. As everyone know, 4X-Men were on fire last week, but unfortunately they were now at the fifth place with only total point 233. And Genesis All Star is as well in the Group A. LCMY Bosku, Supreme Assault Forces. Group B, we have AV Elite from Philippines, pretty strong team. AXA Dream Team, Bloody Hate from Philippines as well, very strong. Hard to get, yeah, the top one in Philippines right now. LCMY Gregory from Malaysia, Raw Team Squad. All right, these guys were on fire yesterday as well, so other teams might wanted to check them out. All right, in Group C, we can see we have Auto Knockout. Auto Knockout, as our casters say, they were a bit insane yesterday. So let's see what will be happening today. And Baby Argon as well, still secure them in the fifth place right now. Eclipse from Malaysia also in the Group C. Legend Rumble, No Escape now to secure their first place. Special Army MY in Group C as well. Alright, so here's our scoring board. By getting the placement every game, if you get a booyah, you will secure 20 points in pocket. For second, you get 17. For third, you get 15. And continuously till the end, you got no point for the last. And you got 2 points for per kill in every game. All right, ladies and gentlemen, right here you can see in week 2 schedule and day 1 yesterday, you can see in Bermuda, the first game, we have AV Elite, a strong team from Philippines, got Booyah. And second, we got Raw team, get Purgatory. In Purgatory, they got the booyah. So Raw team as well, they got the first booyah from the lake stage actually. And AKL team in Bermuda Purgatory, they just snatch all the booyah and just in Group B versus Group C, even in different map. That is pretty hard to me. And as well, you can see the last game, A versus C in Bermuda and Purgatory, as well, the same team getting back-to-back booyah, which is our rising star right now, Special Army. And in day 2, we are going to play in Bermuda and Kalahari. So Kalahari is relatively a smaller map compared to Bermuda, but yeah, it is also very hard to play. So every player should have gone really far because you have to watch out. The first team, No Escape, they are playing really well in Kalahari. So yeah. And then Group B versus Group C will be the second series. And in third series, we can see Group A will be versus Group C in Bermuda and Kalahari. And we have Team Group A right here with 4 X-Men. We have Logan, Torbeck, and Juan. Those are really good players. Genesis All-Star in Group A. And then coming up next, LCMY Bosku, Supreme Assault Forces. Right here we have teams in Group B with AV Elite from Philippines, AXA Dream Team from Philippines, Bloody Hate from Philippines. Yep, Group B is definitely full of Philippine squad right here. Hard to get as well in Group B, LCMI Gregory and Raw squad. So, gentlemen, what do you think about hard to get yesterday?
Hard to
they were
get.
awesome.
Well, they are definitely awesome.
They're awesome.
They rised up. So they managed to rise up. I can't remember exactly which position they were from, but they definitely did rise up and have managed to secure themselves with the second place, which is not a surprise, to be honest. They
Look at this
do
guy.
have Batman after all. Yeah, after
Yep.
all, we do have Batman.
Yeah,
And we
that's
managed to
right.
see
So
some
Batman
great
is
plays
a
from him as well.
player to watch in week 2. Well, by the way, Batman was actually on fire even in week 1, So he was the MVP in week 1. So now it's another, player to watch again. So I think every players will be really putting eyes on Batman right now. You see survival time is very long as well, 1,000 plus. Damages 3,000 yesterday in A versus B, and then 9 kills, 3 headshots. I think he is not only getting the placement point very well, but as well killing points is his forte, I guess. All right, so I think that's it for today. All right, so gentlemen, I will pass the mic to you guys, and I'm pretty excited to watch out what is going to happen in Bermuda. So enjoy yourself, and let's see what's going to happen in Booyah. Let's go.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to week 2, day 2, and of course, the first map that we will gonna be looking at is going to be Bermuda, featuring Group A versus B bracket, and well, it does seem like the flight path is something pretty conventional, starting off in the northwestern side and gonna be ending it off in the southeastern side, and we'll be cutting in through Bullseye, Plantation, Katulistoa, Peak, Prochinock. There's a lot of places for these players to get to.
Yep, certainly Abstract. And ladies and gentlemen, today we will be the fine gentlemen to be bringing you the finest Free Fire action across Malaysia and Philippines. So, first off, starting off, we got Genesis All-Star right in front of our screens. This particular team is a team to watch as well. Other than hard to get, these teams showed up pretty great and pretty awesome. Yesterday, they had a pretty decent amount of kills. They had a pretty decent amount of pushes that we were excited to see. These are the teams that are kind of passive aggressive, which I like. It's a mix of both. They won't be too passive and they won't be too aggressive. You know what I mean? Abstract. And right now we can see the early fights on Bloody Hit. Gets a knockdown on one of the squads from LCMY Bosku and gets taken out. First blood going to Blink. And this is the early cup of tea that we want for today. This is a great way to start things off for week 2 and day 2. Bermuda is a decently sized map and certainly a decent amount of action, but grenade being lobbed down, not getting anybody. Yeah, Bloody Hit has to be careful for the push because Team LCMI Bosco still has a lot of ground to work with and might attempt for a flank. If Mark is not careful enough, he'll get picked up by one of the members from LCMI Bosco. So Abstract, what do you think about this? What do you think about this early aggression that we're seeing right now, right here, and today as well?
Looking at how Bloody Heads have played it out, like they went for the knockdown and immediately go for the execution. They are just really looking for that early game points, and they are not really having the thought in mind to completely annihilate a single team, to be honest. Because if they are interested in annihilating a team, then they would very definitely want to leave the knockdown player there and just use the knockdown player to bait the other players in the team to come forward to help and provide fire, right? So this kind of suppressing fire is definitely something that those aggressive, like hyper aggressive players, hyper aggressive teams will want to look out for. They get one knockdown, bait and lure everyone else out there and just finish up the job. But this case, they don't care about it. They just want to go for the kill. It does seem like we do have an avenging frag coming in from Bosco. So they're just going for a one-for-one trade. And, I believe in Sentosa, it's just the two of them. So no one is going to come in here to voucher them whatsoever. So for both Bloody Heads as well as LCMI Bosco, they're probably going to be stuck with 3 men for the entirety of the game.
Yep, Abstract, 1-for-1, like you said, avenging kills. So it's a refrag onto both teams. Both teams still have 3 men left strong, but loot-wise, they're not doing too well, I presume, because they already dropped on these particular small areas. There's not a lot of loot to work with. There's not a lot of utilities or maybe meds to work with. But on the other side, Batman gets another kill. The player to watch gets a kill onto one of the members from LCMY, Gregory Lai, will get dropped down instantly, and Batman swoops in for another assassination and gets himself another kill and gets his team 1 kill in the board. Hard to get. So as well, Batman is not only hard to get, but he is hard to kill. This guy is absolutely insane, as just what Leslie mentioned as well. His survival time, his average damage, his average kills. My oh my, this man's going on fire. But second circle is going to be coming in play. 1 minute left on the timer. All these teams are converging right into the center of the circle. As you can see, Hard to Get is converging. LCMY Gregory is converging. Forex slightly from the far end, but they will start to make their way up. And Forex is a team to be keeping an eye for, because yesterday they didn't have a really good day. But I hope today, they'll make it up. I think yesterday they re-strategized everything. They probably calmed down a lot. Try and be more passive aggressive, I guess, because they right now on that position itself, it's not entirely passive, and so it's not entirely aggressive as well. So this is a mix-up that we all wanted to see, Abstract.
Indeed. Now we also managed to see the circle, the current circle number 1, as well as the upcoming circle number 2. And it does seem like the circle number 2 is just going to be popped right smack in the center, and of course closer to the northern side, where I believe that Plantation, Katulistoa, Bimasaki Strip is within the safe area. And knowing Hard to Get, if they manage to get that kind of advantage, they would definitely want to rotate around and be sure that they are able to pick anyone off depending on the flight path. So if you can see, Hard to Get is literally going to make their way right smack in the center of the circle, as where Batman is right now. And once the time comes in, once the second circle comes in, they can expect more players and more teams to swarm in towards Plantation, and that is where they will have the upper hand, because they know that more people is going to have their fight there. Once the activity sounds out, they are able to hear all the gunfights going on about. They can choose to go over and try to get themselves some free kills in the form of third party, or they can stay in the center and just hold their ground. Hold their ground. Make sure that whoever comes into the center is going to be absolutely demolished by them.
Yep, off screen is now on the bird's eye view and on the map. So I think we saw Raw Squad is going to be getting up and close with AV Elites. These two teams are are still quite dangerous themselves. And as you can see, Raw Squad, Yun gonna be shooting down one tap. Can he get the kill? No, one tap gets into safety just in the nick of time. Yun will not get the kill, but deals 81 damage towards Yun. Yun has to be careful. No, one tap has to be careful because one tap is gonna be killing a running away. But my next will be giving the suppressing fire. Yun will be giving the suppressing fire as well. This is not looking good for Supreme Army
Oh,
Forces. One tap has been dropped down really, really low. Raw Squad attempting for a push, but they are thinking twice, but they're still dealing on damage to one tap. Glow balls being popped out, smoke's being popped out as well, more glow balls being popped. He's just trying to get safety, he's just trying to heal out. 12 HP left on. He is not looking good, ladies and gentlemen. One tap just needs one more tap onto his body and he'll get dropped down, and yes, he will. Minex will get the kill and he will be executing it and finishing off by Yun. Will be pushing up onto the side of Supreme Army Forces. McCrory gets dealt a lot of damage. Grenade and thrown out. Yun will be backing off, running away for some cover, trying to regain his position. Right now, these two teams are confronting each other. They want to demolish each other off. They want to run each other down. Just dropping very low. Raw squad. Minex will be dropping very low as well. Just will get dropped down by Boo, and this is going insane. Minex will be still alive and allowed to be picked up, but Boo will get knocked out by McCrory. Good teamwork coming off the side of Supreme Army Forces. 2 versus 4. Susan still very dangerous. He has the glow up, but not much to work with because the SKS is going to be dealing up. Oh my god, Susan will get the knock onto McCrory instead, and Raw Squad still 3 men alive. 3 versus 1 on the side of Supreme Army Forces. They do not want to engage like more and more towards these uphill fights because Supreme Army Forces just made a grave mistake when trying to push, but Garute is trying to run away, but he cannot run away. And new killer goes to Raw Squad, and they will just wipe out Supreme Army Forces and get themselves 4 kills. And Supreme Army Forces is the first team to get eliminated.
Not something that we were quite expecting. Raw Squad as well as SAF, they are literally just at each other's throats and trying to take each other out one for one kind of trade-off. The trades was actually relatively good. And for what I remember, Raw Squad had a couple of members that actually went down a couple of times, but I believe that a pickup didn't happen. While in the meantime, we're just gonna move on a little bit from what has happened just now, although I would still like to congratulate, Raw Squad for being able to get out from all of that danger with only a single man down, which is quite a feat, to be honest. We're also going to be looking at 4X-Men Esports, which unfortunately did not quite have a good run yesterday. So I'm really hoping to see that they will be able to do something a little bit different today and hopefully give us some good kills, some good placements as well. But you see, all 4 of them hiding inside a tiny little hut is most definitely not the biggest or the most, not the kind of cup of tea that I'm looking out for. Anyone else that just tosses a grenade in there is going to cause quite a havoc. While Batman is just hiding inside of a single building, which is in between of another team.
Yeah, and Batman is all alone and scouting the place. That's what I like about Batman. Besides him being aggressive, he's the one with trigger discipline as well. Because if any random player, he would fire any shots against LCMI Gregory or maybe with AV Elites, and LCMI Bosku is just up on the hill watching down with that uphill advantage, and Batman is gonna be still around that building, still scouting out any more players who try to overextend or push out. Right now, 4X-Men is going to be nearby as well, so as AXA Dream Team. These teams are already converged into the middle of the circle, and I think Bloody Heads, Bloody Heads has a lot of way to work through. I think hard to get Batman. I think Batman is the only one left alive in Team Hard to get because I don't see anyone else left. Yeah, I think his whole squad got wiped off except him, and now he's most probably going to go for the placement points, or he's going to be making a huge clutch play coming out, or he might just, he's Batman, he can 1v3, 1v4, and whatnot if he has enough utilities to work with, or maybe enough glow walls to work with to provide himself more and more cover. As you can see, Raw Squad, 3-man still strong, even though one of the members, Boo, got finished off instantly with that knockdown. Really unfortunate, but Raw Squad showing up strong today. They're confident, they know what they're doing today, and they're taking these aggressive angles already. In my oh my, Abstract.
Indeed, whoever's just going to be heading up north, which is very likely going to be AV Elites. I've got a single hard to get player, and I'm not too sure who was the other one, but they are definitely going to be gatekeeping their current area. And with 4 kills in to their name already, I'm pretty sure that they should have their confidence all the way up to the roof. And of course, momentum comes into play as well. As long as they know that they have the confidence, as long as they know that their marksmanship is on point today, then they are definitely going to tide the wave and just going to ride along with the waves and see exactly who is going to be crashed down by this giant tidal pool that they are able to present for themselves. Oh no, the
Well, I
UAV.
think the Batman is in trouble. UAV just revealed his position together with Raw Squad and together with 4X-Men and together with AXA Dream Team as well. This is not looking good. But right now on the screen we have Genesis All-Star still scouting onto the air crate, which has just landed with 3 sets of Grozas, or should I say Grazza, which is the correct pronouncement on that particular weapon. So on LCM Boss 2, yeah. Culture, because I just noticed that there's 2 ways of calling the Groza. It's either you call it Groza, and then people just keep mentioning, you call it the Grazza, and I'm like, okay, the Grazza indeed. So right now, AV Elites, he's gonna be nearby one of those air crates, gonna sell some potential good loot and extra ammo, maybe an extra utility as well. Bloody Heads right on top of the hill. Maybe we'll be engaging LCMI Bosku in just a bit. They're just right across each other. Half strike. We're about to get some finest close action right here against the Malaysian and the Philippine teams. Raw Squad is going to be inside one of these buildings. I think he spotted out Batman, but Minex is just like, oh, here we go. Grenade being thrown out. Will Batman leave? Will Batman leave his position? And no, he won't. And he gets shot down to 100 HP left. I think Minex saw him. He's still running around with his melee weapon, not making any sudden movements. They want to flush Batman out because Batman is the only squad left alive. Oh, this is not going to go for Batman. Grenade being tossed out as well. He doesn't know where the grenade is, but shotgun's being thrown out. He gets Minex instantly. But Zuxan will be there to pop up the glow wall and block some damage off for Minex and gets the kill onto Batman. And hard to get is the team that's going to be leaving 9th place on this game. On game number 1. Excuse me. So
that was quite wasted. That was really big waste. I think that what Batman was trying to do was to throw the grenade over, just so that once he knocks someone down, throws the grenade so no one can actually come and pick him up. And that is pretty much a security kill, and he's able to zone the enemies out at the same time, just so that he could reset himself. But in the meantime, it does seem like we're looking at quite some action here. We do have LCMY Bosku that is going to go head to head against with Bloody Heads. And it does seem like they're only separated with a single fence. But unfortunately, Sawi did not manage to land a single shot with his shotgun onto the head on literally Bloody Heads. Mark as well as Pogs, they're just going to be hiding behind a single building, and Sawi with the glow wall is going to be waiting for the perfect opportunity. Unfortunately, wasn't able to get the shot down, so again right in the face, and unfortunately for Pogs, he's going to be shot down, while Mark is just going to be holding down the angle, runs inside the building with his back against the enemies. How exactly is he still alive at this moment of time? Pops out the glow wall again. Sawi really trying to be resilient, trying to get a shot down, but unfortunately was outcounted by Mark, and Mark is just making full use of everything that he can, but unfortunately, here comes Force from behind, immediately stabs him in the back with all the amount of lead right to his back.
Yep, that is not looking good for Team Bloody Heads to be leaving out this early, because nice snipe going to AV Elites. Jabari will be tagged down, but Logan will get a snipe off stream onto Superman from AXA Dream Team, will be knocked down as well. You have to be careful for snipers in this game, ladies and gentlemen. The Barra and the Arm will definitely hurt a lot, and AV Elites has the high ground, but this is the replay that we saw early on this fight between Bloody Heads and LCMI Bosku. Mark is just not having he missed quite a number of shots. They were playing jumping jacks over onto those farm boards. But right now on the map, you can see all these players shooting right, left, up, front, and center. We have AV Elites again engaging against Raw Squad. 1 versus 4 from Jacker, but Jacker probably would just fall back. But on our screen, we can see LCMI Bosku and Gregory get taken out by 4 X-Men, instantly wiped out, and their team number 7 to be leaving the map. Raw Squad still hiding behind the blue zone, ball being popped out by AV Elites. Jacker is going to be healing up onto full health, but Genesis All-Star will be leaving the team as well on team number 6. Logan gets the kill onto Superman, knocks him down. But AV Elites will be killing one of the members for LCY Bosco. They are split up as they're all split up across the map for like no reason. The body will be alone in the hut, and his team is right on the side. This is just gonna be backing off, and he has the time. Jabadi might have the time to like actually push him, but Jabadi will get knocked down. He will get the third party kill onto Raw. As I mentioned, Raw Scout will be trying to get the third party kills, but no, Zuxun will get knocked down. Minex will get knocked down as well, but get picked up instantly by Zuxun. Not having a good day, he will get finished off by Insanity, and Insanity is the play right here by LCY Bosco. One of the members, can he run away? Forks, Insanity is still spraying onto the members for LCY Bosco, not running away, not getting away just yet. Goals being popped, save his life, block some bullets for himself, but AK-47 is still going to be spraying them down, but oh, he will get the knock onto Solvi. Solvi gets finished off, it's all left to Force. Force will be dropping really low, he will get the kill onto Force as well.
Oh!
Jesus, Insanity, you're living up to his name. Insane, you are, and Insanity will get dropped right across the map with XA Dream Team will be approaching forward to AV Elites as well as War Squad will be stuck down below Minex and Yoon fighting for their lives, but Yoon gets dropped down instantly. Jacker will pop up the glow wall. Minex will be attempting for the revive, but he's trying to shoot on the glow wall, he's trying to get a kill. Another glow wall being popped. Minex is the lifesaver right here. He's the guardian angel of Yoon, but Yoon still won't die. Glow wall being popped on left, right, up, down. He has no glow wall to run with. He still has one more glow wall to work with. Jacker is desperately trying to finish him the kill off, but he can't. Minex has no choice but to run, but he'll get the kill onto Yoon, but Yoon will be last man remaining, and yes, no, Jacker just gets killed away, and Yoon will be eliminated outside from the circle, and Booyah goes to AXA Dream Team with the third party kills and third party damages being thrown out. Congratulations to AXA Dream Team for getting game number 1 on Bermuda.
It does seem like AXA Dream Team has the goal in mind, and that is to get themselves the booyah. Because throughout the entire time, we have been seeing Jacker is just going to be dealing he's just focusing so much just on the glow wall, just to ensure that he's able to get a kill on the Yoon. And it does seem like they managed to buy a lot of, Jacker himself managed to buy a lot of time. At a point of time, the blue zone was just trying to zone in more and more and more. He doesn't, for Jacker, he doesn't care about the placements. All he wants and the only goal that he has in mind is to get the kill points, because he's already part of the top 3. That is good enough for him, right? That is like 15 points, and anything else onwards is just going to help him to get a lot more kill points. And if he's able to get another kill on the opponent's side, then potentially second place. So whatever that Jacker has in store for himself is absolutely the right thing in mind. That is possibly the best amount of points that he can yield from the previous round, because he does have information on whoever's in front of him, but doesn't have the information on who was the other team. So he just threw caution into the wind and just dealt with anything that he have right in front of him.
Yep, and XA Dream Team picking up the win certainly will boost their confidence up for quite a bit, because XA Dream Team have some has some kills off screen. We didn't catch much on screen time, so off screen kills, it's it's battle royale, so we can't catch all the action at the same time because there's tons of action happening around the map, like Bermuda. As I think we mentioned yesterday, Abstract, because Bermuda is such a diverse map, such a passive aggressive map. Towards the turf, or maybe in the fourth circle, teams will be starting to get aggressive, and will be aggressive at the same time. But I have to give props to AV Elites. They just now, the kill onto Yoon was so long. Jacker took so long to just actually break down the glow wall. I think if he had an LMG, he could break it down in time and maybe get the kill even quicker. But in dire times, in dire needs, it is what it is. But he still got the kill instead, and luckily as well, he got the kill onto Minex, because he didn't get the kill onto Minex. Instead, Jacker got killed by one of the members from the XA Dream Team. He eventually got the kill on Yoon because he was desperate for it. Abstract.
Very, very desperate. It's resilience that eventually managed to get over whatever amount of glow walls that was being popped in front of him. Well, speaking of that, I would like to congratulate once again AXA Dream Team for getting the booyah for that match. And of course, they will be getting more or less 20 to 30 points, or maybe even 32 points from that game. I'm not too sure how many kills that they have in total, but judging on the fact that the past last week as well as yesterday, they didn't quite have a good run. They are currently lobbed in position number 15, just right above of Genesis All Stars, just because of this single round. I'm pretty sure that they are able to catch up with Bloody Head, which is currently topped in position number 10. But it's still too early to say, right? It's still too early to say. But hey, I got my hopes up for AXA Dream Team.
Yep, I got my hopes up for them as well, and so as well, I got my hopes up for for Hard to Get, because Hard to Get, I think they were a little bit unlucky last game, because as on screen we saw Batman, only the one man left in the squad, and to be honest, Battle Royale, I mean Free Fire in general is a team game, so teamwork makes the dream work. Batman can't kill everyone alone, but he managed to get himself a knock. But the timing on his team, the timing that he wanted to throw a grenade was just not right enough. Virtually, he didn't get the kill, but he still went full ham onto the dude that pushed up. I think it was one of the members from Raw Squad as well. It was, if I'm not mistaken, Minex. Yeah, Minex attempted for a push. He got shotgunned by Batman, and then I think it was Yun who came up just in time to pop the glow wall and killing Batman off right in an instant. I have to give props to Batman for that. You know, just trying to make a play and such. But Raw Squad definitely showed up strong as well.
Indeed, I think if I remember correctly, I don't think the glow wall actually did anything, because the glow wall kind of popped behind them, which was right by the staircase. If I didn't. I mean, if I remember correctly. But the main thing that really happened was really the timing, right? The timing was really something that managed to catch Batman completely off guard. Because what Batman was doing was he wanted to toss a frag grenade over, and it provides, like I said, a zoning tool, and of course a execution onto whoever that is downed, and it does seem like it's going to be Minex. So with that grenade being thrown out there's no way that Yun will be able to climb up to that staircase and try to immediately fight against Batman. That amount of time would allow Batman to reset himself, reset his angles as well, and that would definitely help him to fight against Raw Squad. But it does seem like it doesn't really matter, because the timing coming from Yun was a little bit too fast for him to even get the frag grenade out.
Yep, and right now we're going to be jumping into game number 2. Will be based on the map that everyone is going to be excited for, which is going to be Kalahari. Between Group A versus B, we have these 10 squad dropping into this small map, and reminder, ladies and gentlemen, this is a frag heavy map. As we can see, LCMY Gregory and 4X-Men has been dropped into the same spot. And AV Elites will be dropping alone, but 4X-Men, oh, there we go, here we go for the early action is coming. One drop down, taking some fall damage, will get regen back up, but he'll get the kill, but Bayet will get the first blood instead. And there goes one of the members of Gregory. Oh, Blue, he's just trying to run away, but Yan will get the knock onto Maniac, but One will be pushing him up forward. Bayet, see, is going to be dropping very low, 46 HP left, no match to work with, but Manchai is still very he's been knocked out. He's waiting for his teammates to be saved, but oh, he's gonna be pushing in. Will he get the kill? One dropping down very low. Will he get the kill instead? Jumping up and down with that kills, but oh, shots being fired back. One dropping under 20 HP left, and Jax will be finished off, and Yan will be finished off. So 2 members remaining left, and Manchai eventually didn't get saved at all. So it's 3 versus 2 from the side of 4X-Men and LCMY Gregory. This is the early start that 4X-Men Esports would kind of want to have. You know, they have 2 kills right on the board and have already like 4 kill points already for themselves. So this is kind of good. This is looking good for 4X-Men Esports in the early stage of the game. But Raw Squad is just right around the corner if they get enough loot just in time. But I think they'll be engaging a team. Yeah, they'll be engaging a team. They'll be engaging Bloody Heads instead.
Well, do note that Kalahari is a center focus, center heavy map, and whatever that's going to be happening in the center is going to be the main part of the action. We've managed to finish a fight right in Refinery, and now we are into Command Post, where we have Bloody Heads that very potentially will be fighting against Raw Squad. And it does seem Bloody Heads is going to be the first one to draw fire and immediately getting a kill right on the Zeus end. 1 man down, 3 men to go.
Ooh.
With Raw Squad Yoon getting a shot down right on the blink. I'm not too sure exactly how this is going to be like, but it is going to be a valuable trade. Not say valuable per se, because they did manage to get a knockdown, but not essentially a kill, because no one is close enough to secure that execution. Mine Axe is relatively close, but not close in that regards. He still have a single barrier, he still have a single wall that separates him and the main squad, and that is going to be VJ, I think. Yeah, I think VJ has managed to get himself closer and closer. So the wall is no longer there.
Yoon.
Mine Axe can actually climb up and find himself in an aggressive angle against the rest of players coming from Bloody Heads. Except for the fact that Bloody Heads managed to catch him completely off guard, and he didn't even know that the curses, the crosshairs of Bloody Head is literally already on his head. And now, there is absolutely no way that Raw Squad will want to continue this onslaught against Bloody Heads. With only the 2 of them remaining, they have to find themselves an escape route.
Yep, good loot has been collected by the side of Bloody Heads as well. I think they collected quite a amount of loot before engaging onto Raw Squad, but Yun surprisingly just made it out alive. And look at all these teams: Forex Man, LCMY, Boss Q, Hard to Get. Everyone is converging in the center, but Danger Zone right on top of Bloody Heads and Raw Squad. That's not looking good, but they're still engaging on the fight. But we have Genesis All-Star and Special Army Forces, Supreme Army Forces, sorry, if I'm not mistaken. Sorry for mispronouncing the team names, because the fight is still going to go on 1 tap. Going for the 1 taps. Will he be getting the knock? No, but he'll be dropping that opponent very low. Frank is going to be healing up himself, but Rory is going to be attempting for a push around the temple, around the ruins, trying to catch someone off guard with the third-party view. Will he get it? No, but off-screen, so Bosco will be wiping out Forex Man Esport entirely, and 520 on-screen will get dropped out. This is not looking good for Genesis All-Star, but Fastar is going to be shooting out for high ground, but we get the kill. Global Straight popped out, saving himself by 1 tap. 46 HP left. Just will be dropped down very low. 1 tap dropped down very low as well. Me will be pushing up, will be finishing the kills, will be getting the kills up and down line. So that will be chasing out to Rory. Rory left alive. We get the kill. MP40 spraying down with LMG. Global being popped out, will be getting the reload, but DMR spraying off onto the global, but he did notice that Rory actually ran to the left side. He's going to be healing up himself just first, not going to be engaging on any fights, but the side of Team Genesis All-Stars is going to be trying to push the last remaining member of Supreme Army Forces. Rory is going to be running for his life, but no, Me will eventually get the kill. No, sorry, Frank will get the kill onto Rory, and they are eliminated off Kalahari, and they are team number 9. And no, things are looking great, Abstract. No, these teams are starting to play really, really aggressive on a map like Kalahari, which they need to. And look at Boo, just right on top of that watchtower.
I mean, Kalahari, small map indeed. It does seem like most of these players and teams have really gotten themselves quite some points in the bag, and I'm pretty sure that they will be pretty happy about it. And of course, for Genesis All-Stars, they are the one that is all the way down at the bottom of the leaderboards. That this 8 points is definitely gonna make quite a huge difference if you ask me. But this 8 points is not quite enough. They have to go for, the amount of fall damage they received. Wow. But I don't think that it matters that much, because no one is that close to him anyways. And we've got our eyes now on Bloody Head as they enters into command post. They are split into 2-2. So they have 2 groups. One is going to be the stragglers. One is going to be the forward, the advanced squad, just to show that they have some scouting action ongoing while the main body of the suppressing fire is behind. If they were to, if the advancing party were to get caught, hey, at least the main body can relocate themselves to find a way to pincer the opponent's squad. So they do have some, strategies in mind, but the question is whether they are able to deploy that strategy.
Yep. Bill on the sniper tower watching over AV Elites, and AV Elites didn't notice that one of the members from LCY Gregory is still there. And LCY Gregory, fortunately, they have 2 members left remaining after that fight with 4X-Men Esports. Raw Squad as well, we're left with 2 members alive. But 2 teams are already eliminated. This is the first circle still. Second circle will be incoming soon in the next 1 or 2 minutes. Command post is going to be held down by Raw Squad because Boo is going to be hanging around that watchtower, not making any sort of movements just yet. We have CJ, the legend himself. Although he didn't get any kills, but he is a really, really good support. This guy has been throwing out glow balls on the correct timing to protect his teammates. So right now, we can see LCMI Boss who might get a confrontation by Hard to Get, because Hard to Get is going to be shifting towards their side as well. Because on LCMI Bosku's side, that particular area, that's the partial center of the circle, and Hard to Get is relatively playing passively on a map of Kalahari today. They're not making any aggressive pushes. They're not actually scouting for enemies. Batman, in the other hand, will be the one sole scout. He's going to be standing on to these sniper towers and attempting to see anyone crossing by, attempting to get a free pick, or maybe in a term called free kill instead. So no, teams are really, really passive right now. So I don't know what and why are they playing that kind of passive kind of gameplay in a map like Kalahari. But AXA Dream Team will be hanging around outside the circle. They have to move in fast. They have to move in quick because next circle has already shown up. They have to haul.
I mean, for me, it kind of makes sense that they are not interested in getting, random fights, because they don't want to be running around and, of course, be exposed in an unfavorable position while the enemies have got themselves a great cover. Did they kill someone? Oh no, okay.
No.
That was a glow wall after all. So, yeah, it does make sense that they would want to stay in the safe spot and only move whenever necessary, because Kalahari is a small map after all. Whenever you try to move that much, you will eventually meet up against someone, and that someone may very well be behind some sort of a cover, be it going to be boulders or buildings or any kinds of ruins. You wouldn't want to find yourself in the middle of a plains while your opponent have that kind of cover. So finding a cover is definitely going to be the main thing that you would want to have. And speaking of cover, Insanity does have a decent amount of cover for himself while he deals with whoever is going to be outside of the plains. And Bloody Heads may be the one that is right smack in the center of the plains and going to be completely wiped out. And now with only 7 teams and 24 members alive, we are going to be looking at the phase 3 of the circle with, well, this amount of teams. I wouldn't be surprised if we were to see another set of passive gameplay for the next, 2 minutes or so.
Yep, I think AXA Dream Team has learned the way of third partying, because they just got free kills on the Bloody Heads. I mean, that was LCMR Bosku and AV Elites were trying to kill off Bloody Heads, but eventually AXA Dream Team will be getting themselves 2 kills. So they're gonna be splitting the kills away from these 2 teams. So yep, third partying gameplay is on play for these 2 groups, and I think they mastered the third party way as per se. But LCM Bosku not doing too shabby on today, because they have 3 kills already, and the last match did really, really well as well. But Hard to Get. Ooh, they're far away from the circle. They're right around Bayfront. They have to move in. They might get a confrontation against the AXA Dream Team, because they are going to be gatekeeping for the western side of the map. Oh no, sorry, eastern side. Or is it east or west? Correct me if I'm wrong, Abstract.
We're talking about the Genesis All Stars, right? Am I right?
No, I mean Hard to Get. I think they were on the east side.
Because I can't exactly see where they were. But so taking a look at this, we got AXA All Stars that is going to be on the northeastern eastern side of the map. Bayfront, right? Yeah, this is Bayfront.
Yeah, right around Bayfront.
If I remember correctly, they were somewhere in the eastern side.
Yep. So Hard to Get is going to be converging in onto AXA Dream Team, so they have to be careful because Superman is going to be scouting it out. Did I see a Phoenix up outside?
I thought I saw that as well. Wait, isn't that Phoenix? Well, either way, I just realized we have a Superman and we also have a Batman.
Oh, So Batman versus Superman. Next series is gonna be coming
Oh,
onto play. It's not gonna be in cinemas, ladies and gentlemen. It's gonna be on the live stream for today. But oh, me has to be careful. Kachik is gonna be tapping him down, but not dealing any damage. He popped up the global just in time for his own safety. Elsewhere, Bosco holding him ground, shot shooting onto AV Elites. We get the kill, but no, Global gets popped out, hide himself. But Batman gets the kill onto Insanity and finishes him off instantly. But AV Elites, what? Oh my god, Red Panda with the grenade launcher gets them alive, and Hatsu get instantly got
another one.
eliminated. Another grenade launcher kill. Today is not our screen, ladies and gentlemen. We saw it in action. Red Panda just blew them off the map. It's gonna be sending them off from Kalahari to Narnia instantly. They're out, and right now 6 teams left remaining alive. 19 members left remaining alive, sorry, and 6 teams left in play. AV Elites still 3 men standing strong. They managed to lose 1 member because of Batman, and Batman will always take down one of the members that he's knocked down, always with him. But on the side of LCM Bosco, trying to snipe out the side of AV Elites, but not getting any kills.
Oh,
But Circle
no.
converging in. AXA Dream Team has to be coming in. Oh, they're right behind LCM Bosco, but Genesis All Stars will get the kill onto Yoon. Oh, this is going insane. LCM Bosco Kachik will get the kill onto 520. Sawi will be spraying down to Genesis All Star. They're not going anywhere. Jabadi is going to be taken down as well. And AV Elites will be removed from Kalahari as team number 6, and 5 teams left remaining on play. Raw Squad View is stuck right around the edge of the circle, being sprayed by 3 teams. He is not looking good, ladies and gentlemen. Boo is just stuck there. He can't move. There's an M828 right on the box. An extra bolt action sniper rifle for the team. And right now, elsewhere, Bosco, one of the members is going to be still stuck outside onto the circle as well. But XA Dream Team is gonna be approaching right behind Elsewhere Bosco. If they don't take notice of that, they will get backstabbed instantly. But I think they found out what XA Dreams is trying to do. Goal was being popped up for safety. Superman is really peeking out, jumping up and down, but Wise just showing a little bit of a shoulder. But Cal is not going to be taking him out. But Cal taking a little bit of damage from the side of Team Elsewhere Bosco. XA Dreams and Toby and XJ is right down below, but Force is going to be jumping now for the kill. Sees me pumping himself out, shotgun in play. Grappling goes back up for safety. Nice play coming out. Nice reaction as well coming out from the side of Elsewhere Bosco, but Kachik will get knocked out. Superman will get knocked out. XJ will get knocked out by the grenade. Delta, Wise, Toby, will he get the kill? But no, XA Dream Team gets wiped off by LCMI Bosco, and right now it's all left to LCMI Gregory, all left to Genesis All Stars going to be fighting on this small circle. 7 circle coming in, 20 seconds left. LCMI Bosco versus Gregory. Will they get the kill? But Force will get dropped down by me from the other side of the map. Frank will be shooting down on themselves as well. Force dropped down already. They have to move quick, they have to move fast because 7 seconds left onto the 7 circle has been moved. Frank pushing up with the melee weapon will be tempting for the aggressive plays. Will he pop the global instead for the push? But no, he holds on to the sniper rifle. Sawi shoots down onto me. Goals being popped. Will be saving themselves for a little bit of bullets, but circle converging in. Frank has the advantage on them. Shotgun in play. Cal, will he get the kill? Cal dropping very, very low. Sawi dropping very low as well, trying to go on heal up. But Sawi gets killed as well. Last mini member alive, Bosco, and there we go. Bosco will get eliminated, and Booyah will be going to Genesis All Stars.
Wow! And now we've got Genesis All Stars that managed to get themselves a booyah. Now today, we are literally looking at another curveball game that's being thrown right at us. Because we've got, in the previous game, right? AXA Dream Team, they won the game, they got a booyah, and now AXA Dream Team got themselves the 2nd place. While Genesis All Stars have gotten themselves with the single booyah for this one. It does seem like in today's game, we are looking at the bottom of the brackets. They are eventually getting their game on. Things are starting to get really interesting.
And so as well, I think hard to get is maybe having a hard day for themselves. I don't know, because they're not really doing that well in these 2 games, but I can't say just yet because there's still like 4 matches to go. There's still like Bermuda, Kalahari, and Bermuda, Kalahari. But the team to watch for Kalahari is going to be up next. Is going to be No Escape. Is going to be playing onto a map like Kalahari. So they are the teams to be watch out for Kalahari. But as we've seen from these teams that came out from Group A, we have LCMI Bosco, we have LCMI Gregory. These two teams are absolutely showing themselves up on a map like Kalahari. Bermuda, not that so. But AXA Dream Team, Genesis All-Star as well, they've been showing up quite a bit. And these teams are switching it up. They're not playing that particularly passive because they know their rotations. They rotate very, very clean, very, very, very straight off the bat, very straightforward. But in the signs that I don't see any passive players coming on, that means the teams are going for kill points more and more and more. Like as we see on Bermuda, I think we saw like when teams met each other in the early stage of the game, they will go for the kills no matter what. 1 kill, 2 kill, doesn't matter. As long as they get kills, they get the points, they'll be moving forward, and then they'll eventually pray, or maybe they'll move, or maybe they'll work their way up onto the top 5 placements. So I don't know what to say, Abstract, because we still got 4 matches to go. What do you think? Who's gonna be showing up today? Because we haven't seen Group C play yet. Do you think Group C is gonna be the powerhouse for today?
Relatively hard to say. I mean, Group C, we do have No Escape. We have a fair share of a split between Bermuda as well as Kalahari. I would really want to see who is going to be, kind of dominating on the Bermuda side, because looking at No Escape, understandably, they are really strong in Kalahari. So I'm not gonna put so much of my coin onto No Escape, because I would like to see them as more of the team that is niche in Kalahari, while we are looking at someone that is a little bit more well-rounded. Hard to get. They're having a little bit of an issue today, and for the bottom half of the leaderboards, it does seem like they are looking to be pretty good. So this time, I think I'm going to be, changing things up a little bit. I do want to see Bosco actually do some work for themselves, especially since they have been hard set stuck in position number 13 since last week and until today. So perhaps today, LCMI Bosco will be able to give us some good games, like how they managed to give us some pretty good ones in this Kalahari map. Now, we're gonna go in for a really short break. We'll see whether Bosco is really gonna be able to give us some good amount of kills, as well as a couple of, booyahs. But the most important question in mind is whether No Escape will be able to hold on to their 50% win rate in Kalahari. In order to answer that question, we'll be right back in a short time.
ciao, bella ciao, bella ciao, ciao, ciao. Una mattina mi sono alzato e ho trovato l'invaso. Oh partigiano, portami via. Una mattina mi sono alzato, oh bella ciao, bella ciao, bella ciao, ciao, ciao. Una mattina mi sono trovato l'invaso.
Tapi dia mati dengan circle. Now, Aziz sekali lagi. Granat launcher balik berjaya mendapatkan kill 14. Untuk mendapatkan buaya di sini. Keluar telah dibuka. Titan ditekan dan ditekan. Dan
You thought you knew my story. This world is unjust and cruel. I won't know more of it. That's why you're here. They say you like to pry, but I only see curiosity. People call you reckless. I see you of no fear, where others see your arrogance. I only see grit. They call you sly and hasty, but you bring the quick wit. Why are you here? For a bank, biggest of all. We're taking back what's been stolen, and it will be the greatest heist you ever joined. Get ready for Plan Bermuda.
Es el pelire, la simultánea. Oh, bella ciao, bella ciao, bella ciao. Karina.
Una mattina mi sono alzato, oh bella ciao, bella ciao, bella ciao, ciao, ciao. Una mattina mi sono alzato e ho trovato l'invaso. Oh partigiano, portami via, oh bella ciao, bella ciao, bella ciao, ciao, ciao. Partigiano, portami via, che mi sento di morire. E se io muoio da partigiano, oh bella ciao, bella ciao, bella ciao, ciao, ciao. E se io muoio da partigiano, tu mi devi seppellire.
Hello, welcome back to all of our survivors. Yeah, well, I'm back here as well. By the way, I've watched the match just now and I saw AXA and Genesis All Star. They were both not getting any booyah from week 1 till now, but yeah, they are as well the rising stars right now. So, what is the key or the tactic they actually use in these two games, Extract and Shadow?
Honestly, I think what they do is just to avoid most actions and just not to deal with anything that is too difficult to deal with, right? When it comes to firefight, I don't remember them going into early firefights, and I think that Genesis All Stars they actually did have an early game fight. It turned out well and panned out well in their favor, and of course that is because well everyone else here have the marksmanship, but it really depends on what kind of strategy, how well they're executing all of their strategies and tactics. But in this case, it does seem like Genesis All Stars as well as the AXA Dream Team they well managed to get the dream work, and I suppose Lady Luck is also on their side. It does seem like after yesterday they did manage to go out and pray to the RNGesus.
Yep, and
Okay.
I can say one word from the side of these two teams who got booyah. Just one tactic that they used, and I'd love to see them use it.
Patience?
No, third party.
Mm.
There's a lot of third party going around earlier. There's so much third party going around. There's glow walls being popped out to cover. I just got an example. Hard to Get was fighting on a team on the northern side. They're popping out glow walls. They're covering themselves. But there's another team on the left, which is Genesis All Stars, or maybe an XA Dream Team. They're shooting them from the right. They had no time to react. Eventually get 2 free kills for themselves. And LCMI Boss School, AV Elites, they got themselves that wonderful third partying as well, third partying going left and right. But still, the most highlight reel today was the grenade kill coming up from AV Elites. That one grenade killed 3 members. They just blow them off the map, and they secured themselves 3 kills in an instant. So that was some great action and some great third partying going on.
Yeah, that's right. And I heard you both screaming for that. Yo, so here comes to my next question. So I always wanted to ask, if you are AV Elite, so you were like, playing very aggressively in the match 1 and 2 just now, because you're playing with Group A. Now comes to you're going to play with Group C. You have top 3 teams right there: AKO, Baby Argon, as well, No Escape. These 3 teams are going to play with AV Elite. If you are AV Elite, would you still play aggressively in this case?
Honestly, we know that Kalahari is a very aggressive based map. A lot of people will like to roam around, look for free kills to get, and if they are lucky, they manage to find another team that is still on their way or doing transportation. And what what AV Elites could do, or rather some other teams that doesn't want to handle these kind of confrontations, all they gotta do is just camp at whatever that they think is going to be safe. They find out where the next circle is, try to pinpoint where possibly would be the safest place to be, just so that the next circle will pop up right close to them. Just camp in there, wait for someone to enter into your compound, and just deal with them. Because if they are far away, they definitely have to run in closer and closer to your building and deal with you. While you have the cover, they don't. So make full use of that kind of advantage and try to just play them in to the palm of your hands. Right? They have the control of any fights that they take. It just depends on how they foresight their how they bring their foresight into the games.
Well, I can
Just to
say
make sure
is
to conclude your statement. Sorry, Shadow.
ah,
So to conclude your statement, is it that means that if you are AV Elite, you will just stay at one position that are very safe instead of playing aggressively in this case? All right. Thank you.
Indeed.
And what about Shadow?
I think AV Elites, the way they play is correct as per se, because Free Fire isn't all about passive. You have to be passive and aggressive at the same time. But sometimes over aggressive is not the play that you kind of want to go forward to, because I think we saw yesterday there is some teams that went for full aggression, but it didn't go well. But in Group B versus C, which is Group C, as mentioned by Leslie, we have the Titans of the whole entire tournament. We have Baby Argon, we have No Escape, we have Auto Knockout. These 3 are the teams that we're looking out for, because Auto Knockout just went skyrocketed their points from the top 10 from the scoreboards over to top 5. So we'll just have to see how this plays out, because No Escape is not doing very well yesterday, but I'm not sure about today. But Auto Knockout so far looking very good.
Yeah, that's right. So right before we're going to kickstart the second game session, we are now going to see what is the result, overall scoring of the total match. Alright, so this overall standing in week 2, day 2, we can see A versus B, hard to get right now with total score 322. And No Escape 313, Auto Knockout 283, for X-Men Esport 265, Baby Argon 261, AV Elite 239. Well, coming up next, Raw Squad and number 7, 236, LCNY Bosku. They were playing pretty well from yesterday to today, 215 points in hand. AXA Dream Team from Philippines, 198. LCNY Gregory, 182. Bloody Hate, 176. As well, Supreme Assault Forces, 168. Here you go to the lower bracket. Alright, the Special Army MY with 166, Eclipse 163, Legend Rumble 154, Genesis All Star 120, unfortunately. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, right here is our match 1 result. As you can see from playing match 1, we have Group A versus Group B. Raw Squad securing 33 points in match 1 just now. AV Elite from Philippines 31 points. AXA Dream Team secured their booyah with 30 points. Total kill points with 10. LCMY Boss Crew with total 25, 4X-Men Esports 16, Genesis All-Star 10. Coming up next, 7, Bloody Hate 6 point, LCMY Gregory 6, Hard to Get 5, and Supreme Assault Forces 4 points. Alright, here is our match 2 result. And you can see Booyah was gotten by Genesis All-Star, and as well they were at the top of the list with 38 points secured. LCMY Boss Crew got 35, AV Elite from Philippines 22, LCMY Gregory 17, AXA Dream Team 13, Raw Squad 12. And here you go, 7, Bloody Hate 8 points, Hard to Get 8, Supreme Assault Forces 3 points, and 4X-Men Esport 2 points. Well, by seeing this match result in 1 and 2, I actually didn't expect Hard to Get and 4X-Men got really far, you know. They were like from the top teams, comes to like almost the last in these 2 matches. What do you think about that, Abstract and Shadow?
Well, we didn't really quite see a lot of action coming in from Hard to Get as well as 4X-Men. In fact, I think that 4X-Men has been completely overshadowed by many of the teams in match number 2. I mean, ultimately, I just felt that, 4X-Men as well as Hard to Get, perhaps, Kalahari is just not the kind of map that they are looking out for. Perhaps they played things off a little bit differently. I'm not exactly sure. Maybe it's all about the firepower, their bad positioning, or perhaps it's just, I don't know. But the thing that I remember about 4X-Men is just that they were completely overwhelmed by the enemy, if I'm not wrong. Oh yeah, they were just completely annihilated. While in the meantime, Hard to Get, they were somewhere in the map, and then they just suddenly just disappeared off the surface of this earth.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's right. So, what about we are going to watch Group B versus Group C for the first game. I'm so excited to see top 4 players team are going to play against each other in 2 maps. Ladies and gentlemen, let's booyah!
And of course, here we are. We're gonna be jumping into the game real soon. Shadow, what do you think of what has happened so far?
What has happened so far? All I can say is 4X-Men is not having a great day for themselves today as well, because I think I saw them playing really like conservatively, because they think I'm not gonna make any assumptions, but from what I see, from what I analyze, sometimes they think too much before moving into like places that they need to move. But other than that, we have a match. This second series of today, we have Group B versus C, which this is going to be exciting because these are the Titan groups. We are going to be seeing the flight path will be towards the northwest, towards the southwest, and teams are going to be converging onto Peak, Clock Tower, and Raw Squad will be going to Observatory, and one of the members from Raw Squad will be dropping onto Graveyard. Hard to Get is the team to be looking out for. I think Hard to Get will be playing a little bit more aggressively because they know they'll be fighting against Auto Knockout. They'll be fighting against, oh my god, none other than that, we have some action going on. Bloody Hits will be engaging onto early first contact with the side of Auto Knockout. Zen will be knocking on one player out, but Mark and Pogs has been dropped out already. CJ will eventually finish the kill onto Zen. It's a worth trade, so it's a 2-for-1 trade still. Mark is not finished off yet, but yeah, he will be finished off by Blink, and Mr. D, Blink will get a kill on himself onto Mr. D, so it's left on a 2v2 situation. Early action has been going on, but ZJ has to be careful. Pops out the global, 20 HP left. He's gonna be running away, but he can run back in time. He gets knocked down instead while he was vaulting over into the compound. But Auto Knockout, Shura, the man himself, the legend, is gonna be pushing in aggressively on towards the remaining members of Bloody Heads. They're not gonna be running away just yet, because ZJ is relatively low. He's trying to regen his health back up, but it's only 70 HP left. And on the side of Team Auto Knockout, both of the members are relatively healthy. I mean, very healthy indeed. And Miro is going to be spotting them out with that machine gun. Getting a little bit of damage tagged only hurts his armor, not hurting his health just yet. I presume But right now, Shura is going to be finding a way onto the flank, onto the pushing the side of Bloody Heads. But he's making he's going to be cautious this time because he doesn't want to sacrifice too much for this push. But he's going head on forward. But he gets shot from behind instead. But Shotgun going out from Blink, missing the shots as well. He's going to be pushing out onto Shura. Shura pops out the global just in a nick of time. Shura is going to be attempting the healing up, but he won't get the heal up finish just yet. 51 health. Shura missing just one member of Bloody Heads. They're playing ring around the Rosie. They're going to be running away from each other, but ZJ get the shot down, and Shura will get taken out. They have to get Oscar will get the kill onto one opponent for himself, one kill point for himself. Indeed, Blink will be having a 1v1 fight versus Miro. Miro spraying away with the rifle. Will get ZJ. Will Blink get the refire? Will Blink get the revenge? It's a 1v1 situation. Glow up being popped up, blocks out damage by a little bit, but oh my god! Blink with the clutch. He will secure the last remaining kill, and auto knockout will get knocked out. Is the first team to be eliminated on Group B versus C. The second series and the first match of the day. Oh my lord. Unlucky from the side of Team Auto Knockout.
That is very, very unfortunate for Auto Knockout. Although I gotta say, initially they have got themselves in a pretty good location. One person is just gonna be overviewing the entirety of the house, while Shura is outside waiting for them, and of course will be able to exploit any other angles that is not being able to see by by his other teammate. But in that case, they just decided to screw it all. Let's push it all the way in, and unfortunately, it did not go towards their favor. And despite for that, even when Shura went down, the last member, I can't exactly remember the name, but the last member coming in from Auto Knockout, he just decided to just go all in. He doesn't really care about saving his own skin and perhaps even try to run for the placement points whatsoever. He just wants to get a kill, which in this case, like I said before, it did not work out well for him.
It really didn't work out well, as we can see. Baby Argon is going to be having a confrontation against Special Army MY right around Pachinok. They're not making any sudden moves just yet, but Jabat has the AUG in hand. And MP40 for Phoenix. MP40 is a relatively very, very dangerous weapon indeed. But Cobra, then Cobra has been taken out by one of the members from Special Army MY. As you can see, AV Elites from the northern side. From Shipyard, he's going to be traveling all the way back towards making a move towards the center of the zone. But Baby Argon and Special Army MY is going to be holding their ground. Trigger discipline is on point. Everyone is just looking at each other to see who makes the first move and who makes the mistakes first. Because Baby Argon, one man down in the fight, 3 versus 4 is not a situation that you want to be in. But they are surrounded from the members of Special Army MY. They're just going to be pushing in slowly and slowly and slowly. But on screen, we have Hard to Get. We'll be engaging onto AXA Dream Team. This is Batman vs Superman Abstract. This is what we wanted to see. There we go. Batman dropping very, very, very low. Oh, Wise dropping very low as well. But Batman managed to save his life, and Wise will be saving his life with the global as well. These two teams are be confronting each other. They don't know the XA Dream Team has two members. That Toby and XJ is going to be falling down below. Right now, XJ will be returning back. Gets shot down to 100 health left, and Wise will be helping for the region for the heal. But Superman will get knocked out by Batman. Get finished off, and Batman will win the fight. XJ will get knocked down as well. Will he get finished off? But no. Hard to get Ganza spraying down with the MP40, pushing in left and right. Grenade gets thrown into the building. Wise dropping very, very low. Ganza with the MP40 chasing him down. Will he get the kill? And yes, he will. He get the knockdown, and Boyface will finish off the kill. Double kill, 2 kills going on for a side of Hard to Get. They have 4 kills now for themselves. 2 remaining members left from AXA Dream Team will be running away for their lives. They're not going to be having any beef with Hard to Get because they know Hard to Get switched up their A game, and they're going to be they're angry. They're ready for blood. But on the side of this map, Legend Rumble Baby will be knocking down one of the members from Special Army NY. Sonic will get knocked down already. This is the third party coming from Legend Rumble. Will he maybe get the finishing kill, but no, not just yet. Global being popped, will be saving themselves, but UAV will be revealing everyone's positions. This is a three-way Bermuda triangle fight. Jabat will be spraying down onto Pons. Pons will get taken out by No Escape as well. Is here. There are 4 teams right in this particular spot. They are third-partying each other. They are stealing kills left, right, and up and down center. Rain will be sprayed down by Nga. Will be dropping him very low, but Phoenix will be there for the cover fire. But Phoenix is on a very dangerous spot. No Escape is just right around the corner. Will he notice anyone from No Escape? Is going to be killing him off. But right now, Baby Argon is firing onto shots on No Escape. Show you dropping really, really low already. And this is a 3-way fight, ladies and gentlemen. Special Army M1 has just retreated themselves because they don't want anything to do with it. They want to play the patience game. They want to go for the exit kills. But no, Baby Argon says no. We'll be pushing up onto No Escape's compound. The Legend Rumble as well will be converging in from the south side. This is going to be a 3-team fight, ladies and gentlemen. A 3-way fight going on, a fatal 3-way. Okay, teams are not going to be making any sudden movements just yet, but No Escape. Hazik, Shoyu will be knowing that the grenade gets tossed into the compound. Shoyu really, really dangerous. He gets blown up by the grenade and rarely escapes with a pair slim of health, but Jamat will get shot down, will get shot back by Hazik. This is not looking good for Jabat. Baby Argon has to reconsider the options on pushing this. They could either back out or they will continue on with the fight because Legend Rumble will be from the behind and AV Elites as well from the back. He's going to be spotting a Legend Rumble already. This is going to be this is going to be a fatal 4-way. These teams are having a wrestling match, but oh my god, Jabat will get instantly taken out by Rain, but will get picked up by one of his teammates, but Phoenix will be dropping very low. Oh my god, Phoenix, 20 health left, will get the run, but No Escape will be backing him up. Glowwalk being popped, trying to save his life, but Jabat has to be careful. He has 20 HP left. Hazik will get picked up, he'll get knocked down instead. Back as well, but Phoenix will be dropping very low. Jabat is the one man left alive. No Escape will be going on. No Escape will totally wipe out Baby Argon, and there you go. That's the 11th team that will be removed from Bermuda, ladies and gentlemen. We have still more and more action to go because there's 2 more teams right around Pachinok Abstract. I'm giving it to you, man. This is too much action for myself.
All right, thank you so much for the pass. And it does seem like we do have a conclusion of a single team fight. Perhaps we will be able to well take a look at more because Legends Rumble, they are pretty close around the vicinity next to No Escape. No Escape themselves, they did manage to get themselves, I think 4 kills to their name, but Legend Rumble have yet to get anything for themselves. They are the closest one. They are the ones that is closest to No Escape. No Escape is slightly tagged out with 1 man already down. So this could be a possibility, and this could be the anticipation that Legends Rumble is looking out for. They would want to definitely just try to get a kill to their name, and of course get some free points. But they also have to be really careful because Special Army MY is also around the vicinity. Like I said, 4 teams just right around Pochinok. They do not want to escape from their current compound. They do not want to escape from where they are right now because they have to cover. There really is no point of them running away or even get themselves out of cover to potentially be wiped out by the opponent's team. And in the meantime, we are taking a look at Toby, completely shot out by Hard to Get. And it doesn't seem like he is in a good position. He's just going to cover himself with the glow wall, but inside or outside, and of course being tagged out by the blue zone. I don't think that that's a bad thing to do though. It may very well be a very smart thing to do, but unfortunately for him, Team Hard to Get already have an idea where he is. And Hard to Get, just like that, has managed to secure 5 kills to their name. And they are definitely going to be one of the big names for this Bermuda game between B versus C. How exactly is things gonna run out for this game? Perhaps with 9 teams alive and of course 31 players alive, we are now back at Pochinok with Baby completely shot out by the Dragonov from Red Panda. I don't think that it is going to transcend into anything else though, because they are still, well, really passively. They are still playing things really passively.
Yep, AV Elites will be getting themselves a knock onto one of the members from Legend Rumble, but there are teams going to be starting converging in onto the area of Pachinok. This is not going to be a very, very clean fight. This is going to be a messy fight, Abstract, because at Pachinok, There's a lot of compounds to work with. Teams can hide into those compounds and make plays for themselves. But grenades is the key right now for all these teams. As you can see, Jabari has only one glow wall left for himself to use, and nothing else is going to be played on just yet. But AV Elite should probably just start saving their utility and usually for the later stage of the game, because third circle is coming in, zone is pushing in, teams are converging in, and the central side of the circle is right around Pachinok as well. As we can see, Special Army MY is going to be holding ground onto No Escape. Even though No Escape, one man down, they're still left strong and strong and strong, but hard to get. It is going to be on to the northern west side of the map, but Bloody Heads is going to be still stuck on Kotatua. We'll be having a fight onto Raw Squad, but Raw Squad, Raw Squad will be having a fight onto Eclipse, where they're gate guarding Eclipse and not letting them come in, and AV Elite is just right around the corner onto the right side of that particular area. If Team Eclipse doesn't notice, they don't pay really close attention, they will get shot off immediately, and AV Elite just picks up free gatekeeping kills. When Yun doing all the best he can to scout out as much enemies as he can, but Raw Squad only one kill in their board, not that much, not too shabby. There's still 31 players left alive. So yeah, Eclipse makes their way safely around. Pachinok is going to be going on to those warehouses. Nothing much happening so far, but Jabari will get a kill, will get a knock onto Exunes. And no further confrontation. No further confrontation going to be used. But oh my god, that was a nice shot. But Exunes eventually will get picked up. But Batman will get finished off by Blink. And one of the members of Hard to Get is already down, so it's left with a 3 versus 4 on that side of the map. But UAV being deployed will be revealing positions of Legend Rumble, and so as well as AV Elites. They have to move, they have to haul, because they don't want to be stuck under the UAV for too long. And Taken firing some shots onto the side of Jacker and Red Panda Zone, not letting any crucial shots with the Dragunov, but still managed to deal some damage, giving them some pressure. But ooh, here we go. Legend Rumble and AV Elites are ready for a rumble for their lives. They're really close to each other. They're ready to swing. Abstract, I have no idea what's gonna happen, because there are 4 teams right around the corner, Abstract.
Oh, exactly. Are they even supposed to play this out? Bloody Heads is still within the central of Pachinok, but unfortunately the central of Pachinok is not inside of the new circle. So Bloody Heads, they really have to get themselves inside of the circle real soon. But unfortunately, there is going to be a huge obstacle in front of them, and that comes in the form of AV Elise. But unfortunately, AV Elise is also going to be shot out. But here we have Hard to Get. We are looking at him. Shira trying to do something against the rest of the team coming from Eclipse, because Eclipse did a really good rotation all around the circle. They made sure that they completely annihilate all kinds of opponents that they have to go through inside of the new circle. So they wrapped around throughout the exterior of the circle and get themselves to the northern side and allowed them to go on a backstab against Hard to Get, which Hard to Get definitely did not expect. And back inside of the main team fight, where the central fight began, and probably where the central fight will end, we are back and taking a look at Raw Squad. We're looking at quite a lot of teams that's literally just right around the area. Raw Squad has brought themselves down to the southern side, close to the bridge, safe enough for them, but they still have to deal with Special Army. While in the east, on the western side, there's still LGD, there's still AV Elites, and that is still also gonna be No Escape. With the new circle currently being popped out in the south, from the southeastern side, we do have LCMY Gregory at the best place possible. But of course, looking at the position, it is a good place, but it's also gonna put them in a very vulnerable spot. The glue wall is just gonna be activated coming in from LGD, just so that they will be able to get themselves closer and closer. Legends Rumble, they have to get close to No Escape as soon as they can. The blue zone is just gonna be hurting themselves a little bit way too much. Maybe just gonna be completely taken down. And how about Taken with a sliver of health? He goes down as well. The rest of the team coming in here, Taken completely eliminated by the play zone. But here we have Legend Rumble completely eliminated by No Escape as well. AV Elise at the other side of the wall, on the other side of the bridge. They are trying to get themselves inside of the zone, but unfortunately they're gonna be eliminated as well, coming from Eclipse. Eclipse vast common rotation is just going to put themselves in the biggest and the baddest spot in the current game right here. Raw squad, they are still pretty much A-okay in the southwestern side. But how about Rain? The last man remaining coming from No Escape, just gonna be completely raining down shots with his LMG, just getting a Rhino Sonic and the other members in here. AV Elite, they find themselves with the back against the wall. There is still 3 members remaining, but Rain shows no signs of regret, shows no signs of backing off. He managed to get attacked down around Zusan again. 1 man left behind the glue wall. Rain really isn't looking to be down at all. He may very well be able to snag himself with a couple of placement points here and there, while we are also gonna be looking at Bloody Heads, trying to take some shots right onto Raw Squad. But that naughty shot coming from Minex gets 1 man down. But I don't think that that's going to transcend into anything else. But unfortunately for Rain, he's just going to be flushed out of the circle. He has to get himself closer and closer, but he doesn't have any more glue wall remaining. With 3 teams remaining in this current circle, Bloody Heads, Raw Squad, as well as LCMI Gregory. LCMI Gregory, they have used 2 of their glue walls, but there is still 3 men. There's still 2 men remaining. It is 2 versus 2 versus 3. How exactly are they supposed to play this out? We are looking at the final stage of the game right about now. LCMI Gregory, we do have Light trying to get himself closer, but unfortunately wasn't able to do quite that. Raw Squad, they find themselves with 2 kills. How about the rest? Blink immediately goes for an execute right on the line. That is going to be a free kill for himself. He steals out the kill. Blink on the other side. 1 versus 3. How exactly is he supposed to do this? And that answer is going to be no. He's not able to do any of that because Raw Squad still have 3 men in the bag. And just with the amount of numbers, they managed to overwhelm their opponents and give themselves the booyah.
Well, this is just intense. We have seen Raw Squad yet again popped off out of nowhere. Hard to get. This was starting to pop off, but they had no chance at all. They were very, very unlucky due to, I think they got rotated by Team Eclipse as well, because all the way down to the exterior side of the map. And I think we saw Hard to get got into a small fight with Bloody Heads, and Bloody Heads managed to kill 2 members off, and Hard to get eventually will get finished off by Eclipse. And that last remaining fight, oh my god, the circle was betraying because all of members knew that okay, the central circle is gonna put you knock. We're just gonna stay there. We're just gonna hold our ground. We're not gonna make any sudden movements. We're just gonna wait all the teams to come in. I'm gonna start our Royal Rumble right there and then. But when the circle shifted towards the northern east side, things started to things started to get a lot of hand because as we can see, AV Elites ran for their lives, and imagine that they ran for their lives and they got shot behind their back by some of the members of No Escape, as well as our Raw Squad has been gatekeeping them for that most of the time, and eventually AV Elites didn't show up strong. So this is not, I mean, that's just too much to cover, too much action happening. It's very insane. I'm speechless, Abstract. I'm so speechless right now.
It's a little bit too much from what we originally expected from a map like Bermuda, because, well, Bermuda is huge and is normally not so central focused onto Pochenock, but this time, I suppose, all of the teams or rather most of the teams just decided, hey, let's just jump on the Pochenock. Hey, let's go third party whoever's in Pochenock. And one thing after another, we have seen 5 teams within the vicinity, and that is just absolutely mind-blowing. And like you said, I'm pretty sure that most of these teams were just betting on the fact that the circle will be popped in right in the central of Pochenock. It didn't. It is vastly disastrous. It's a disastrous information, and of course a disastrous play coming in from whoever is in Pochenock. So Raw Squad did the right thing to do, to be camping and of course waiting for the perfect opportunity and be looking at the new circle, waiting for the right time to eventually get themselves inside of the new circle, or rather find themselves in a less vulnerable spot. Because whoever is in Pochenock, they are very, very vulnerable, because once they get out of the building, everyone else have got their eyes on them. While for Raw Squad, they just head themselves down towards the southeastern side bridge, and they managed to get themselves nice and cozy in there. Managed to get themselves a couple of good kills as well as a couple of team wipes. I can't exactly remember which team was completely wiped out under the bridge, but the fact is there. that they managed to bring down a good amount of teams, get themselves that booyah just because of their great amount of rotations by playing at the extremities of the circle.
Yep, and so as well as just you mentioned that disastrous circle led to a lot and a lot of casualties. I mean a lot. We have No Escape being one of the casualties. But they still struggled through. They fought their way up, and eventually they got top 5 in their placements and a good amount of kills. They got 9 kills on their previous round. And one of the casualties as well is gonna be Legend Rumble. AV Elites was the team that you mentioned that got totally annihilated right down under the bridge by Raw Squad, because Raw Squad has made their rotation far away because they were right around outside of Pachinok. So when the circle shift towards the northern eastern side, they had the chance to rotate and potentially get some gatekeeping going on. But nonetheless, we are going to be jumping into game really soon. So, Abstract, are you ready? I mean, are you ready for No Escape in Kalahari? Because we all know that they have a 50% win rate on Kalahari. They have not lost. I think they have lost. No, they didn't lose yet on Kalahari, because I think last week we had 3 Kalahari matches being played, and today we'll be having another Kalahari match being played. So we're jumping right into game. So Abstract, what are the teams to look for besides No Escape? Will Eclipse come out strong again, or will Hatsuget pick up their mistakes and start demolishing people and running them over, as Batman will be sitting on his Batmobile and running everyone over, I guess?
Yeah, I mean, like you said, No Escape, the team that we would want to be looking out for. We've got a great deal of firepower coming from Auto Knockout, Baby Argon. We also have got Bloody Heads, as well as a huge amount of teams such as Hard to Get. Now, not to forget AV Elite as well, right? Because right now, in this current matchup, or rather in this current point, there's so many teams that have proved themselves worthy, and of course proved themselves to have a great marksmanship. So I wouldn't want to discount any of the teams right here. It's just that sometimes they have bad positioning, sometimes they have bad luck. Ultimately, there are still some things that they can have control in their game, but bad luck. I would like to give them the benefit of the doubt, because even the players in the lower part of the lower part of the leaderboard, such as AXA Dream Team, and not to forget, we also have Special Army MY, which managed to bounce back yesterday, as well as Genesis All Stars that managed to get a overwhelming win in AB bracket match number 2 with a whopping amount of 38 points. So Genesis All Star can slowly climb their way up the leaderboards, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them in the second half, provided that they continue doing what they do best in the following weeks to come. And of course, the 50% win rate coming in from No Escape. If I remember correctly, I can get a double confirm on that statistics. But for what I remember, last week we managed to see 6 Kalahari games. Yeah. 6 Kalahari games, whereby they managed to win 3 games in Kalahari. So 50% win rate. Today we managed to see a Kalahari by No Escape, because yesterday we don't have any Kalahari. So I would like to see whether they are able to hold on to that 50%, or they are able to, I mean, you can't exactly hold on to the 50% in 3 games. So are they going to be getting the numbers higher than 50%, or unfortunately lower than 50%? That's going to be the question.
As on the stream, you can see Hard to Get is on right around the vicinity against Special Army MY, and Jabbat will get shot down by Batman. Jabbat dropping really low. Batman is just looking for blood every single game. He does not care. He doesn't even care about anybody that he's gonna face, because when he sees something moves, he'll shoot. But Baby Argon Ajim will be taking first blood, knocking off people onto the other side of the map, but Jabbat will be swarmed in by the members Hard to Get, and Jabbat will instantly get knocked down and will get finished off potentially, but one of his teammates will be shooting a Void Face back, and Void Face gets knocked down with cover, so it's all good, all Gucci. So Sonic will be helping the team out, but they have no idea where Batman is. Batman is just a stealthy assassin, because he just grapples on
It's inside of his Batcave.
Yeah, he's inside his back cave. He's shooting right outside back cave. Oh, Sonic! Oh, really, really close. He almost got dropped down by one of the members from Team Hard to Get, but Shoyu will be killed from a Raw squad. And that is not looking good. Voidface barely escapes with his life, almost gets sprayed down by funds. And this is going chaotic on the first round already because we can see three teams right around this specific area. We don't know how the bloody heads get here, but here they are. UAV being deployed and has revealed some of the members from Hard to Get. And Batman is still there. No one is looking for Batman. After Batman fired all those shots, Batman is still on the sniper tower unnoticed. I have no clue on what's happening right now. I think Batman has some plus 10 skin or whatnot, but this is going out of hand because Batman is still unnoticed so far. Bloody Head is going to be moving towards these fights that's happening between Hard to Get and onto Special Army MY. Right now, Special Army MY is stuck onto the building, and Batman is going to be spotting them out on which building is going to be providing info for his teammates on whether his teammates want to push in or no. Ganza is moving around. He's going to be attempting for a push, but you have to keep in mind that Bloody Heads is right around the corner. And Bloody Heads, one of the members had been shot out. I believe it was Ganza who shot him, but not dealing too much damage. These three teams are still waiting patiently. They're playing the patient game right now. They're not making any sort of movements. But Minato might spot out Batman already. Just keeping an eye on him. But Sonic will get taken out by Batman again. And Sonic is knocked down. Can he lob a grenade in and finish the kill? I don't think so. But Sonic will get picked up eventually, and things will be normal as usual. We're going back to normal, going back to the patient game, the passive game, I presume.
Yeah, it does seem like for Team Special Army, they know that Batman is there, definitely. But with that information, it doesn't really quite do anything, right? Because they know that they're kind of pincered from their front and as well as coming from the side. But I don't think that they know much about the other side. But in the meantime, let's take a look at whatever that's happening right in front of us as Cobra finds himself in quite some danger, or rather, he really wants to go out for some more blood. As AB Elite is going to be the one behind the cover, and Joker manages to get himself in the glue wall up. Jim jumps past the glue wall, immediately goes on the execute on the member coming in from AB Elite as they are slowly looking for more players all incoming. We still have one member left that is still alive and is still not knocked down. AB Elite with 3 men down, 1 man left alive. Red Panda, he have to find himself in a safe place and try to gun for that placement points. But I don't think that thing is going to work out well for him because Jabat is coming in closer and closer using the power of the glue wall to get himself closer to Red Panda without being shot out.
Ooh,
Red Panda takes
Red
out,
Panda.
tries to get a kill on the Jabat. But unfortunately, it did connect, but not as much as the damage coming in from Baby are going to connect onto him. And just like that, AV Elite has been eliminated at 12th place.
Yep, unfortunate for AB Elite. They went for the aggressive play again, but this time they have to take note that Baby Argon is in the match. They are one of the Titans to be watching out for. Right now, Legend Rumble is going to be joining in the party right around the fight that Hard to Get has started. And Bloody Heads is not going to be as move, but Kai lands a sniper shot, but not landing any damage. Will be missing by an inch. And right now, Special Army M1 has been pitched out by 3 teams. Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. Special Army M1 is gonna take them a miracle to get themselves out alive, but no escape off screen. Will be taking 2 members of AXA Dream Team down with them, but Voidface with the void shots himself will be taking one of the members down from Bloody Heads, but not finishing the kill. Can't finish the kill quite just yet. They still have 2 glow walls to work with. They still have multiple grenades to work with. This is their time to shine. Shira will be holding on to that specific illusion on the low ground. Will be potentially spotting one of the members from Bloody Heads. Right now, Legend Rumble will be moving closely and closely, but Kai will get instantly dropped up by Batman. Batman will swoop in for the kill and gets Kai off the board, and 3 kills for Hard to Get. Taken will be moving instantly, falling back onto that compound and not going to make any mistakes just yet because they know that Batman is keeping this key spot, this this bird's eye view for himself and getting a potential pick if these teams are unaware and unconsciously pushing towards the opposing team for their kills. Right now, Mark is going to be making a push onto Ganza. Ganza will be falling back. He knows that these teams are pushing him. Bloody Heads. Mark is going to be pushing aggressively as well. Look at that. All these teams from Bloody Heads, all the members from Bloody Heads are going to be pushing onto Hard to Get. They don't want Hard to get off with free kills, but I hope to see this action is going to be happening. But no, I don't think they'll be pushing him. But Voices will be landing on some shots onto Blink. Right now, this is going intense because this is still a fatal 4-way fight. Ganza is going to be playing relatively passive onto his compound, holding the ground. Voice is going to be holding onto the rooftop. Still a lot of ammo to work with, a lot of glow walls to work with as well. Medical kits coming out. He has 2 glow walls left, but he has no meds. If he gets knocked down, he can't save himself. He can't heal himself back at it again. But this is not looking good for Voidface. He has to find a way to get off and rejoin and regroup with his team. But Batman is still safe and sound. He's going to be still holding on to Sniper Tower. He's going to be making the moves. He's going to be providing the intel one by one. He knows the Legend Rumble is still stuck on the compound, not making any sudden movement just yet. Tossed out the smoke grenade to help himself provide some cover. But on the other side of the map, you can see No Escape against Raw Squad, against Auto Knockout as well. Auto Knockout is going to be converging in on them. Legend Rumble is on a... Legend Rumble situation is really similar to Super Army MY as well. They're stuck there. Roar Yun will be taking a kill onto No Escape. Hazik will be taken out. So 2 members of No Escape are left, which is Rain and Akik. They will be fighting themselves with their lives. They're trying not to get eliminated that early, but look at that. Baby are gonna just made themselves all the way to the central side of the circle with Bloody Heads and Hard to Get as well. These teams are all on the edge. Look at this. They are 4 teams right on the edge of the circle. No one is making moves. They're scouting each other, but Shura will be making a move to scout in front with Mr. D, and Nero will be moving forward with him as well. I think Minex has spotted some members from Auto Knockout, but he won't shoot. He won't fire at all because he has the trigger discipline going on with himself. But I don't think this is going to be good. But Yan from the top will be knocking down one of the members from Auto Knockout, but he gets picked up instantly. We're not getting the finishing kill. But Miro and Shura is going to be in a very dire situation, ladies and gentlemen. Light will be there for the backup. They're all on the high ground. But Miro with a nice shot onto Jaff, and Jaff instantly gets knocked down. Say goodnight. Just sleep tight. And will Auto Knockout make a move? And yes, they will. They rotate out from the vicinity instantly. Jeff not landing any shots, not getting any kills as well. So Auto Knockout just gets away freely and moves on towards the central side of the circle. And now it's Auto Knockout's time to keep LCMY Gregory. Abstract.
Yeah, it does seem like Auto Knockout was actually in a pretty bad position right down the ravine. But unfortunately for LCMY Gregory, they didn't manage to make full use of the current position that they have against Auto Knockout. So things are starting to be looking pretty bad. But actually, this is a really good spot for LCMY Gregory as well. I'm not too sure why Auto Knockout actually made their way all the way inside of that. But it does seem like their choice, the choice of tactics did work towards their way, because they went straight inside the center of the map. They are, although, going to be slightly vulnerable to many other teams such as Baby Argon, Eclipse, as well as LCMY Gregory. But I suppose that we'll see how exactly they're going to be playing this in mind. While in the meantime, speaking of LCMY Gregory, they did manage to get a shot down right onto Raw Squad, while they also managed to get themselves a refrag onto another member of the opponent's team. LCMY Gregory pops up the glue wall, but unfortunately wasn't able to save his team just yet, because there's still gonna be Minex is just gonna be at the opposite side of the glue wall. He gets one knockdown. Minex gets himself away with just sliver of health. He's not gonna go down just yet, but Susan comes in from absolutely nowhere and pops himself some buckshot right in the face, or rather right in the back, fills him with tons of steel BBs, and he's just gonna have a lot of holes right on his back. Well, in the meantime, Special Army MY has been eliminated as well at 11th place. A lot of members has been taken by the blue zone, and it doesn't seem like things are looking pretty good, as you can pretty much see from the kill feed. Taken is also eliminated by the blue zone. More and more members just gonna be dropping down like grapes, and there is absolutely no way that they can even do anything right now. Legends Rumble Baby outside of the circle. No way he can even survive this. There's no way he's gonna be running inside with the amount of gatekeeping capabilities from all around the map. And in the meantime, we also got a decent amount of shot coming in from Bloody Heads, knocking out some members from all around the top of the tower as well. Bloody Heads with 3 men remaining with a single kill. They got their eyes on the prize, and the prize comes in the form of baby Argons. Most of them is behind cover, and there should be no way that they are able to get that execute down onto the enemies as well. Take a look at the kill feed. 2 of the members coming from Baby Argon is going to be defeated, so it's just going to be 2 members left coming in for their side. LCMI Gregory gets knocked down by the play zone. A lot of members is literally just dropping. What is going on in this game? Auto knockout. 4 members still remains. Batman gets a shot down on the mark. Will he be able to get a steal down? I don't think he managed to get a steal down though just yet though. Raw Squad gets eliminated as well. Mr. D from Auto Knockout from the other side of the wall. They are still inside of the circle and they should still be pretty much a-okay. But they have their eyes up onto the northern side. A lot of members is still inside of the circle, or rather really close to the circle. However, hard to get though. The glue wall pops. Mr. D pops another part of the glue wall. A good amount of shots that's going to be landed on Batman, but oh! That shot immediately knocks Batman down. Goodbye, Batman. No more Batarang for you to be tossing all around the map. We do have the Kalahari map that's just going to be slimmed down to a total of 5 teams and 12 men alive. We are split amongst a great deal of players. Most of the teams here are actually pretty much split out, as you can pretty much see. AKO. Right now, they are all huddled in together while Mr. D, oh no, Mr. D. Not a good thing, not a good thing. He popped out the glue wall, he turns right behind, tries to get a kill on the blink, he manages to. Ganza, he gets a shot down onto Mr. D as well. That's an avenging frag, if you ask me. More and more players is finding themselves singled out, and we are approaching the final minutes of this game. As Zane, Rain, no escape, no escape. Could they possibly be able to win against Auto Knockout? It is 2 against 3. How exactly are they supposed to hold out for this game? Will they be able to keep up their 50% win rate? Or maybe they will be able to win this game and get themselves higher above. They get Shura down. 2 vs 2 now. How about B-roll? Oh no, Rain! Rain gets knocked down. 1 against 2 with a glue wall covering himself. But no escape. They ran out 2 out in the open. He tried to save his friend. He tries to go for the refrag, but no, did not happen. It went out completely to the way of Auto Knockout. No Escape has kind of been the crown of the kind of like the champions, or rather the killer of Kalahari, because they were kind of outnumbered, if you ask me. Auto Knockout wins this game and of course receives their booyah.
I was jumping up and down. I couldn't say anything. I was jumping up and down. I was listening to every word that you're saying. I saw No Escape down to a 2v2 situation, but 2v2 is not enough because Rain was not in a good position to be working out with. But Auto Knockout has certainly Auto Knockout has, passed through a lot because they were fighting 2 teams for themselves that they managed to get away right from the start. And LCMI, I think it was LCMI Gregory who fired shots at them from a canyon side or a part of the map. They got out as well eventually, and all I can say is Auto Knockout, they've been showing up on Group C since yesterday. This is only match 2. This is only 1 series that we see Auto Knockout perform that well. But Auto Knockout, I think they're starting to get warmed up, starting to get ready for the next match, which is match number 2. I don't know, like these teams are showing up in a particular way that they know right now in the fact that they have to be aggressive because kills does matter. Imagine if you get 10 kills. 10 kills I think equals to almost the booyah points that we're gonna have. Yeah, like most of the teams all get 9. Yeah, all these teams get 9 to 10. Imagine you have 10 and you get top 5. You easily surpass the team that won the booyah for sure. If they have 5 kills, that's not enough. That's totally not enough. And I have to say, Auto Knockout has been showing up greatly. I think Hard to Get has been stuck onto a very sticky spot that they couldn't get out of, but I have to say that shot on Batman, the jumping sniper shot, holy crap, that was awesome. That was spectacular. That was fun to watch. And ladies and gentlemen, this is the Free Fire action that we're bringing you today. If you're not excited yet, we still have more to come. But other than that, Abstract, any more comments from you?
I honestly just believe that auto knockout is going to be climbing the scoreboard like no tomorrow because they don't really have to care about no escape that much anymore in some sense. Yes, no escape still managed to get themselves to second place. They managed to get themselves a good amount of kills as well. But I'm pretty sure that auto knockout have got a little bit more than no escape in that Kalahari map itself. Hard to get. They went up, yes, but I don't know about this. I still think that hard to get as well as auto knockout, both of them should be, well, head to head, neck and neck. So I really want to see the scoreboard, but unfortunately for us, the scoreboard will only come back in a while later after this short break. So, ladies and gentlemen, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with you.
Una mattina mi sono alzato, oh bella ciao, bella ciao, bella ciao, ciao, ciao. Una mattina mi sono alzato e ho trovato l'invasor. Oh partigiano, portami via, oh bella ciao, bella ciao, bella ciao, ciao, ciao. Partigiano, portami via, che mi sento di morire. E se io muoio da partigiano, oh bella ciao, bella ciao, bella ciao, ciao, ciao. E se io muoio da partigiano, tu mi devi seppellire. Una mattina mi sono alzato, oh bella ciao, bella ciao, bella ciao, ciao, ciao. Una mattina mi sono alzato e ho trovato l'invasor. Oh partigiano, portami via. Una mattina mi sono alzato, oh bella ciao, bella ciao, bella ciao, ciao, ciao. Una mattina mi sono alzato e ho trovato l'invasor.
Tapi dia mati dengan circle. Now, Aziz sekali lagi. Granat launcher balik berjaya mendapatkan kill 14. Untuk mendapatkan buaya di sini. Keluar telah dibuka. Titan ditekan dan ditekan. Dan
You thought you knew my story. This world is unjust and cruel. I won't know more of it. That's why you're here. They say you like to pry, but I only see curiosity. People call you reckless. I see you of no fear, where others see your arrogance. I only see grit. They call you sly and hasty, but you bring the quick wit. Why are you here? For a bank, biggest of all. We're taking back what's been stolen, and it will be the greatest heist you ever joined. Get ready for Plan Bermuda.
E seppellire la sua montagna. Oh bella ciao, bella ciao, bella ciao. Karina.
Hello, hello, welcome back to our series 2. Game 1 and Game 2 have just done play between Group B and Group C. So, by the way, I got a goosebump just now for the second game because, as Abstract say, if no escape able to get another booyah again, they will be rising maybe to 60 or 70% of winning rate in Kalahari itself. But instead, AKO, they just got another booyah. They got two booyahs yesterday, and today another booyah. I guess their points are going to be insanely increased. I don't know will be overhead of no escape or not, but I'm pretty excited to see what's the result later because no escape will be still playing another one series of 2 games. So by the way, I have a question right here. Is it no escape? Was no escape underperform, or the underdogs such as just now one of the player, Raw is one of the underdog teams that rising up really crazily. You think that is Raw team playing so well, or is it no escape underperform in this case?
Honestly, I just think that it's kind of a two-way thing, right? Whereby no escape, they're just finding themselves in so much trouble. They're unable to work out a bit of their shots. Their marksmanship sometimes is not really quite on the dot. And also the momentum comes into play as well. Because once your competitors, once your adversaries were to come in right in your face and really dealing with you with like literally everything that you do is being counted, you tend to get your morals down, right? The momentum just kind of goes away. So I would say that Raw Squad, they're starting to pick up the pace. They're starting to get warmed up. They know how to deal with some of their issues as well as getting some good tactical maneuvers. And that is possibly one thing that happened. Raw Squad is starting to be stronger, while No Escape is starting having their back against the wall.
That's right. What about Shadow? What do you think?
I have to agree with Abstract. I mean, it's a mix of both ways. It's like two ways, like what Abstract said. Like, No Escape, they definitely underperformed since week 1 because I saw some of the matches that they played on Kalahari that the aggression has been dropped down a lot. I think by a margin of 50%. They're not that aggressive today. They're playing really conservative. Right. I think they think too much before they even move in. I'm not sure about them. Not making assumptions. Don't quote me, but from where I'm seeing them, they look a little bit confused. And from Raw Squad, they're moving up the ladder boards for quite a bit because I see them definitely they're going to be underdogs on this tournament, or maybe per se you can call them the dark horses. So we're excited to see what Group A versus C has to offer because this is going to be a different group. They're not going to be fighting Group B now. They're going to be fighting Group A. Group A has some strong teams as well as coming in.
Yeah. So, well, we are pretty excited to see what is going to happen between Group A and Group C because it's totally different group and we can see different chemistry is going to happen. But pretty sure No Escape will be coming up next by making a comeback perhaps. So now I'm going to pass the mic to our lovely casters. So enjoy your game.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we've got the next game in up here for you. Unfortunately, we will just kind of drag it on a little bit regarding the results of B and C, but we are just going to be taking a look at A and C first, as we do have the game already underway. And of course, it does seem like we do have a couple of actions and a couple of shots being thrown towards Noah. Or rather, NG4H. I thought I saw Noah actually. But NG4H is just going to be completely knocked down by the opponent's side. We do have his supporting ally to come and pick him up. But the question is, will he be fast enough?
Yep, and we can see Rain already pushing up forwards. I think spot now. We'll get the re-knock onto Nga. We'll be shooting down onto Kai as well. But Nga, sorry to say, you're gonna be taken out instantly. And there goes first, but first blood goes on to Genesis All Stars. But Nga will not be picked up instantly. Off screen, a kick will get the knock onto Kai, and it's all left to taken. But Kai will be get finished off by Rain. So Nga. Nobody is gonna be saving him, but Genesis All-Star already off-screen wiping out almost the whole squad, and Rain will be finishing off Nga once and for all. Taken is gonna be running away for his life, and this is not looking good and looking great for No Escape so far. They have picked up the pace. They know what they did wrong last game, and they want to win this particular series because they need the points to still stay on the leaderboard for this week. Now we can see 4 X-Men on the screen. Logan will be the man to watch so far because he's been making plays. He's the playmaker, but Legend Rumble baby will be running away from his life. He's the last man standing. He will be getting away. He will be going into the compound and hide himself safely. No, sorry, in effect, excuse me. Taken and Baby is still left alive in the matchup. Baby will be right across for X-Men. So another member from Team Legend Rumble will be near LCMY Bosku. No Escape will be getting the loots down, will be picking up as much utility, weapons, ammo, you name it, for their fights. They are really hungry this match. From what I can see, they really want more and more kills. But LCMY Bosku is making the move and is going to be rotating. I don't think they spot out the members from Legend Rumble yet, but 1 minute left on to the countdown timer to the second circle starts to phase in. So they have to be a little bit more careful. Taken, he's going to be running away from Mars Electric. He's going to be making a rotation far off from the left side of the particular area. He's going to be playing it really safe because he knows that there's only 2 members left alive. They don't want to take a risk, even though they want to get the kills for themselves, but high risk doesn't come with high reward sometimes. So LCMY Bosku looking really great so far, so good. But Baby has spot out for X-Men, and for X-Men is gonna be moving away. It's gonna be attempting. Oh, he might spot out one of the members from LCMY Bosku, but can he spot him out as soon as possible? Because he'll be crossing over with the zip line. But yeah, he already crossed over with zipline. This is too late for LCMY Bosku. But right on the screen, we can see special Supreme Army Forces, in effect, from the Philippines. Garute is a man to watch as well. He is the playmaker of the team as well so far as I can see. But they'll be grabbing a vehicle, making the rotations as good as possible. But Circle has shifted towards the northern west side of the map. But auto knockout. 1 member left to right. Miro with the shotgun. Will he get the kill? Minato dropping very low. Miro will be chasing him on. But no, Sonic comes in with a Reaper MP40 spraying him down. 100 HP left. AK, Miro. You are in a sticky situation. You don't want to be in this kind of situation already. Will he get the kill? Will he make a move? Because he just healed himself back to full HP. Jabat is going to be making a move. He's going to park his car outside of the compound, wait for Miro to make a move. He wants this kill for themselves. Miro pops the goal ball just in case for safety, just in case a grenade gets lobbed into the stairs. But he saw Funds will be dropping down fairly quite low, but he misses the shot with the MP5, pops under the goal wall for his safety. But Jabat is right around the corner with the window. On that angle, he will spot on Miro for sure. But Miro with the shotgun gets onto Jabat, and Minato will be popping up the global. Sonic will be firing back. Miro dropping to 95 HP left. He has 4 mechs to work with, 1 global to work with. But Minato gets Minato. Miro, you are the man, the myth, the legend. We'll get another knock, but everybody is healing up. Global's being popped down the stairs. No one can make a move. But Funds will be making a rotate, will be backing off, attempting to square around the middle, but Middle will get away with those 2 knocks. With everything in hand, and Miro is going to be safe and sound for now. But Minato and Jabat is going to be squaring around. But Miro eventually gets spotted out by Jabat. Will get shot, but no, he gets tagged up a little bit. Pops the glow up for safety, running into another compound for cover. Will he make it out alive? And yes, he will. 161 HP left, 3 mechs to work, but no glow walls. Jabat is going for the chase. He's hungry for these kills. He spots out Miro. He's not scoping in just yet, but right now with the chase, car is being used. Sonic going super fast. Supersonic will be collecting the rings on down the path will be chasing him down. One middle, only man left alive from auto knockout. He does not want to go out this way because it's too early for him. Oh, staying off.
Oh!
Miro, he's one man left alive still. He's not taking any damage. He's running away. He has shotgun in hand. Whoever comes up those stairs will get pellets spread out all throughout their body, and it's not gonna look good. Miro is playing the patient game. Minato will be pushing up with the shotgun. Oh, Miro jumps down with the perfect timing, but funds, and Minato will be chasing him right around the corner. But no, he will be making it, but he takes out Sonic. Oh my God, Miro, you're crazy, but he will get taken out eventually by Minato, and he will get the revive onto Sane. Miro, are you crazy? You're full of insanity. Miro. Unfortunately, you are the 10th team and the first team to leave Bermuda. So unfortunate circumstances does happen, especially Army NY eventually with all the hassle, with all the utility, will be getting one kill. And I can't say it's worth, but all I can say it's really not worth that much of a utility. But Miro, definitely give props to him. Although he is the first one to be eliminated, he wasted tons and tons of time for Special Army MY because they have to move away now. They have to go towards the side to Listua. They have to make the way towards the south side of that area. Right now, no escape on the screen with 2 kills. Hazik got themselves a vehicle, 2 vehicles in fact. He's gonna be parked around Clock Tower. They are gonna be holding the ground end eventually. I think they might spot out Legend Rumble already. Abstract, I don't know what is happening with auto knockout. They got took out early. Like, what do you think is happening with auto knockout?
Man, I think they just got unfortunate. I really think that they just got unlucky. They just got immediately got some breach tactics into their faces and immediately taken out and all of that, because we know the kind of play style that Auto Knockout plays. I suppose that they were kind of overwhelmed and the positioning wasn't quite on point. They are unable to pick each other up with all the glue walls whatsoever. Like, one person probably went out to scout, completely get taken out. Another person comes in, try to save him, but he's also got taken out. That kind of situation, right? It's supposed to be a 4 versus 4 fight, but Auto Knockout, they really wanted to help their partners, and that became into a 4 versus 1 versus 1 versus 1 because they are just always separated all in all. So that is the speculation that I thought would have happened to Auto Knockout, because there could be a possibility that because of the previous game, they got a little bit confident, they got a momentum going on about, and just like, hey, you know what, we don't have to be too scared about the game. And well, that happened. That is what I think, right? Don't quote me on that. That could be what happened, but ultimately, I would say that Mirul definitely did his best. He pretty much wasted a lot of the opponent's glue walls and made them use quite a lot of utilities, and I would like to commend him from that. And that may very well be one of the main reason why the opponents may not be able to win. May not be able to win because of the amount of glue walls that they have for the later stages of the game, because I think that they used like 3 or 4 glue walls just to cover for 2 of their knockdown players.
Yep, certainly indeed. And on the screen, you can see LCM Bosco is going to be outside of the zone and making a long rotation. Not going to be engaging any teams. They're playing the patience game. They're playing more to a passive kind of gameplay on this particular run because they have 2 more series to close out and get as much point as they can. But placement points is not going to help you that much because kill points are the thing to go for. But as we can see, onto the circle has shifted towards the side of Bismaski Strip, Katulistiwa, Clock Tower, and Hangar. Is more towards the central side of the map already. As we can see, 4 teams is already on there. We have Eclipse, we have Supreme Army Forces, we have Legend Rumble, and we have Baby Argon is going to be right around those areas. And Clock Tower is going to be held down by No Escape. Baby Argon Jabat will be the main scout, the main guy, the main man. And he's doing really good so far, but Baby Argon as the team itself is not showing up that particular not showing up on the kill boards, not showing up on the scoreboards as well. So they have to pick up the pace, they have to recalm, they have to rethink themselves with this time because it's still early. Second circle, nothing happening just yet, but Air Crate is right around the corner in front of Legend Rumble and Team Eclipse. And Danger Zone as well is right on top of them. I think we mentioned about this before. Like, I think it's not about it's not about which team is unlucky. It's about colored column you're on. Because
Which color?
yesterday, yeah, I think pink is
AKO.
always the one. Yeah, pink yesterday was AKO, and they got the most bomb zones on top of their heads at the time. Right now, it's going on to Legend Rumble, but on the screen you can see 4X-Men is just right behind, no escape. 4X-Men showing up pretty good on this week's match. I mean, today as well. Yesterday they did not have a good day, and today as well they did not have a great match of their lives as well. And no escape is playing relatively conservative. As I can say, they're not making any sudden movements, but he spots out one of the players from the sniper tower, making some shots, but misses quite by an inch. He's still trying to land some shots. Yeah, a little bit higher could be helping him for that fact. I think he was shooting down onto Legend Rumble's Taken, or maybe even Baby, in fact, because those two are in the sniper tower particularly. But Team Eclipse is going to be playing the patient game as well. Everyone is playing patient, so this is normal, I guess, Abstract, because it's only the second part of the circle. It's not yet even the third. It's only one team eliminated so far.
Yeah, I mean, there still could be a lot of possibilities that could happen right now, but right at the northwestern side of the clock tower, it does seem like just around the vicinity, we are looking at a total of 5 teams together. Is this going to be the new Polchanok? Because I'm really looking forward to see what is going to happen. But very bold of Legend Rumble to open fire against Eclipse, especially since they only have 2 men to their name, and this is just not something that I would expect. They're going to draw so much attention to themselves. And just like that, of course, Eclipse is going to know that they are around the vicinity, but that is also going to alert other teams such as 4X-Men, which is also going to be around the area. And just as we are speaking of that, the UAV flies above everybody's heads and is going to be revealing a great amount of players right about here. Legend Rumble are going to be firing squads, or rather be firing duos against onto Mantai, but unfortunately they didn't manage to get a kill. They didn't manage to tag him out a good amount though, but still not enough to get a kill. The entirety of the UAV is just going to be stopping above the heads of the clock tower right on top of Legends Rumble. So a good amount of information has been revealed, but it is all up to the players to act upon it. Now Eclipse is going to be the one firing right down on the Banzai, but still no shots to be taken to get a kill just yet. The circle is going to time out, is going to elapse, and now the blue circle is going to be slowly closing out as Eclipse have got their eye on another team that is going to be running down the ridge, getting themselves closer and closer to the circle, which ultimately could be their inevitable doom, because in the western side of the circle, it is thoroughly gate-capped by 3 teams.
Yep, Superior Army Forces still 3-man strong. I'm not sure what happened to the 4th member, because there's no column and signs of showing off his knockdown or maybe even his death. But nonetheless, no escape. He is still holding the ground onto LCMI Boss Q and eventually into 4X-Men as well. But one will get the kill onto Just All-Star. Eclipse will get onto 520. Skyzo with the 9 shots coming in, and Ones will get a refrag onto me. So trades going back and forth. This is starting to get intense, and Ones will be getting a kill onto me as well. And 4X-Men has eliminated the whole squad across the river, and right now they have to be aware that there's 2 more teams right around them. Hazik taking a lot of damage from Logan, so he has to be careful. Hazik might pop a global for his own safety, but Legend Rumble 2 men still left alive remaining. They're not making any moves, they're not making any gunshots. Trigger discipline is key for them on this particular play. They don't want to reveal their position just yet, because 2 members left alive. There's still 8 teams. Placement points are a long way to go, because every team is playing relatively patient, but luckily, and I mean luckily, Legend Rumble has the circle on their side as well. Eclipse has to move in onto Legend Rumble in order to take that position. But you can see on the map, maybe Argon is on the far side of the circle. He's going to be firing on the Army MY. But on the screen, you can see Legend Rumble firing some shots, revealing their position, revealing their cover. And Team Eclipse is going to be starting to move on, but on the side of the screen, we can see Baby Argon taking out Special Army already, and Supreme Army Force will be taking one of the third-party kills, and Supreme Army, one of the members will be knocked out from the play zone. Eventually, will get taken out by Nox. No escape, will get a kill onto Manchai. Manchai gets dropped down really, really low. LC My Boss Q, one of the members is going to be moving in already. Jabat has been eliminated eventually, and Special Army NY is out from the game. LC My Boss Q will be fighting a head-to-head with Shoyu. Oh, but Shoyu with the shotgun gets the shot down, throws a grenade to secure
goodbye.
the kill. Yeah, goodbye LCMY Boss Q to remembers remaining. But all these teams are gonna be converging right around the edge of the circle. Legend Rumble, Baby will be attempting nice some shots, but will he get the third body kill? Yes, he will. He gets the third body kill onto Cobra. He stole it. He yeeted it. Legend Rumble taking will get two members on themselves on the time on clips. Show you with the shotgun will take down one member of LCMI Bosco as well. Right now, new kill leader is LCMI Bosco. They're making the plays, but one man left alive. Will LCMI Bosco survive this cow? Only popped out two globals to save himself, but not sure he can save him. Just save. Grenades gets lobbed over. But right now, Legend Rumble Baby will be firing himself. Baby Argon Jabat. Jabat will get picked up eventually. But Phoenix and Jabat really did Jabat. Oh, they get the kill on the Baby. Baby will get knocked down. And haha says the global. You are down and taking the only man alive. Right now, Ursula Bosco count. One man left alive in this particular match. I don't think he will do anything great just yet. He's being pinned down. And right now, members from 4X-Men showing up really, really strong this game. He's going to be moving in onto the circle. Show you one man left alive. 4X-Men is still alive, Abstract. I'm just going to say the 4X-Men is going to be alive 4 man strong. They're bringing back skin. It really, really worked out. Ursula Bosco gets a kill onto one of the last remaining members of Baby Argon. Right now, as you can see, Logan with the spray. He will not get the kill, but eventually get the kill. He aced Baby Argon, and right now, Booyah will go over to 4X-Men Esports with the Patience game. They win it. They've done it all with the Patience game. The third party. Oh my God, I'm just speechless. I have no clue what's happening because I saw third parties going on. I see team fights going on. I see globals being popped out. I see a haha glow being popped out when he was being down. I have no clue on what's happening. So, Abstract. That was an intense match. I gotta say.
Yeah, that was indeed an intense match. Legend Rumble managing to get themselves a huge amount of kills in just a short span of time. A total of 5 kills. They managed to just spread out their fire. They do have one member on one side and another member on the other side. They managed to steal some good amount of kills. They managed to shut down a major amount of enemies, and they killed themselves 5 kills. But unfortunately, the amount of rotation coming in from one of the members from Legend Rumble was exploited by the opponent that is within the glue wall. I thought that perhaps his rotation was great, but unfortunately it wasn't good enough because they still managed to get a third-person view out of the glue wall to find out if someone is going to be behind, that's going to be behind them. So it is rather unfortunate for Legend Rumble to be knocked out that way. But hey, 2 players in the later stages of the game getting themselves 5 kills, that is 10 points. That is more than enough points coming in from 2 players, and that is a huge consolation already. But let us not completely neglect and forget about 4X-Men, right? They have been in the center of attention for quite a bit. Legends Rumble have been shooting on Mankai for a long time, and not just them. I believe that there was another team that were also having their eyes on to 4X-Men, but they didn't fire back. They just played the slow, passive game. And their goal in mind is to get themselves that booyah, which they managed to successfully get because they still had 4 men strong. There's absolutely no way that they can be killed by a singles from 2 squads.
Yeah, and so as well, I have to give props to 4X-Men because they were not making any moves. They were not shooting at people. Even though the latest stage of the circle has showed up, they still maintained their posture. They maintained trigger discipline at all times. They only moved in when they saw a chance. They saw a slim chance when they saw Baby Argon, Legend Rumble, and No Escape members are going to be fighting each other. So they moved in for the kill. They got the kills that they needed, but I'm not sure if it's enough for them because most of the teams have almost a big margin, about 6 to 7 kills per team. So this is going to be a close match, I can say. Even though 4X-Men got the booyah, I'm not sure about kill points wise because I think they got 5 kills off screen. Yeah, just 5, and I maybe even add up with the last one, 6. But LCMY Bosco, on the other hand, they made that long rotation, and in the end they got into the circle and managed to now get some kills for themselves, and so as well knocking out Eclipse as well. Eclipse is one of the contenders that is on Group B and C. So I have to say this is an exciting match, and definitely for X-Men, they showed up on like almost the close of the series, but we have match number 2 yet still abstract because this is Kalahari,
Mhm.
and as you said, the killers of Kalahari, and I mean we can still call them the kings of Kalahari, is still in this series. So what are your thoughts, abstract?
Well, no escape. Unfortunately, in the previous run, I don't think that they had a really good run. But hey, it is Kalahari after all. This is their time to shine and for them to take back and claim their title and, well, do whatever that they can. Because things are not looking too well for No Escape. Very likely they're going to be dropping down the leaderboards as they are unable to get any booyah so far. While Auto Knockout, they definitely managed to get a single booyah. For X-Men Esports with a single booyah, that is going to tally up with Auto Knockout with 3 total booyahs, which is equivalent to No Escape's total 3 booyahs. And if I'm not wrong as well, Auto Knockout has gotten themselves with a huge amount of kill score. So Auto Knockout versus Hard to Get at this point of time, I would like to say that Auto Knockout probably have the edge over Hard to Get. But, well, we don't know that kind of information just yet. We will only bring you guys with more of that match results after the last game of match A and of A versus C, which will come up really, really soon.
Yep, and so as well, I can say that Hard to Get is not showing themselves that much in recent games as well. But No Escape is showing a little bit of aggression now, but they're still playing relatively conservative. They kind of they kind of think before they act, which is a good thing. But in terms of, you need to get the kills, you need to get the rotations quick, you have to make one straightforward decision, like one simple clean cut calm to just, hey, let's move north, and we move north, let's hold this, because they were moving around, running left and right like headless chickens, I can say. So it's a little bit confusing for me to see like, I don't know, they're confusing themselves with some comms. I think it was a comms issue or whatnot, but that's all I can say. Auto Knockout was really unlucky on that particular match because I think they were the
Right.
first one to get knocked out. So
Yes,
point
they were.
margin, they're not going to be gaining. They're not going to be getting that much. And mid-roll, I think he got 1 kill. I think got 1 kill.
I don't think
and
he got
only 1 kill.
right, but
Did he get 1 kill?
I don't think he got 1 kill, but he did get 2 knockdowns, but unfortunately does not translate over to kills. I'm not too sure because it was a 1 versus 4. It was a 1 versus 4 kind of fight. That is the only thing that I managed to draw from AKO's side. And if I remember correctly, he didn't kill anyone in the opposing side, but maybe he managed to kill someone beforehand. That is something that I am not too sure of. So AKO, oh man, that was quite. That must be quite a punch in the guts. So AKO, they have to match up their game for this Kalahari map. They definitely would want to play relatively safer because this is the last map after all for today.
Mm-hmm. So as well, they have to be very, very cautious because no mistakes can be made for the top teams that is going to be on the top of the overall results on the overall leaderboards, because one mistake can cost them a lot, and I mean a lot of points, ladies and gentlemen, because 1 kill is equal to 2 points. What if you gave them 4 kills and you give them the booyah as well, and that's going to be a big point difference coming out from the side of the point systems that are being handled, because on this particular point system that I can see since before that I casted some recent Free Fire tournaments, this is a totally revamped point system, I can say, because the last time I casted it was not like this. I mean, last time it was placement points. People will play for placement points.
Mhm.
And right now on this specific
Indeed.
in this specific Tri Nation Cup, you need to go for kills. Kills is all that matters. I mean, if you play aggressive and you manage to win your fights out cleanly, I mean, even if you lose 1 member in the process, still get 4 kills. In the end, you go for the next fight, maybe even some safe fights, some long range fights, get the knock, you push up, you get the kills, you get extra kills and more points instead. So I think our match number 2 is going to be starting soon. And Abstract, anything you want to add on? per se?
I mean, I don't really have I don't really have anything else that I would like to say about the previous game, but looking and thinking of how the game is supposed to go, I really want to see No Escape get net themselves with that single win in Kalahari, because they were so hyped out for from last week over to this week, right? So we have been putting a lot of stress, putting a lot of pressure probably onto No Escape, and they're probably feeling the stress and pressure right now. And now the fact that they are dropping down in the leaderboards, well, game after game, I think that they should be, getting the game on, and they are thinking like, guys, we need to get our A game. We need to do something about this. We can't just keep losing and losing and losing, because Kalahari is their map after all. They have to take this.
Yep, and ladies and gentlemen, we'll be going on to match 2, to our final series and final game of the day. We have Group A versus C. So for X-Men, Genesis All-Stars, LCMI Boss, Q, Supreme Army Forces, Auto Knockout, Baby Argon. No, I mean all these Titan teams. I can say we call these the Titan teams now, because these teams are the ones to look out for, because these teams are the ones that play the most aggressive, I can say. But things have suddenly shifted up. But right now, I can see Supreme Army Forces with 4-man strong back. I think Garut or Garute is not in the game earlier. So I think there's some lobby issues, but I'm not sure about that. So yeah, things starting out slow with Foundation, but SAF will be getting a close-up quarter combat with LCMI Boss Crew already. They're right around the corner. They hear the footsteps. They hear the guns being picked up. This is the time to shine, and right now, he spots out Cal McGrory with the rifle in hand with the XM8, but not going to be firing any shots. He's going to be waiting for the team. He's going to be scouting out. Is there any other remaining members from LCMI Boss School? Is going to be backstabbing them, but Mr. D! Auto Knockout will knock out one of the members from Eclipse early on. And that's first blood being drawn by Mr. D. And back onto this side of the map, we have Supreme Army Forces one tap, Judge Garute, and Judge is going to be moving on to LCMI Bosco. Their LCMI Bosco is going to be running for the last. I don't think they have any much loot to work with. They got themselves the utility that they wanted, but no meds for McCrory, I can say. Right now, things are starting out slow around Foundation, it seems. And I think he spotted out Cal. I think Barori has spotted out Cal already. He's going to be giving info, but he's trying to scout out all remaining members of LCMI Ball School, but not getting any luck. But Miro dropping really low, 100 HP left.
Oh,
Shot down, pops the global just in time. And Sky Z, Sky 20 is going to be taking some shots from Mr. D as well. Mr. D not landing any crucial shots that he needed to. Global being protected. Right now, Zen will be trying to fire back with the FAMAS, but not any picks already just yet. But VSS is going to be on Abella's hand. I think they will be backing up because they got one kill and they don't have any much meds and utility to work with. It's a smart move to back off, but it's a really high risk, high reward move if they decide to push in towards Eclipse, because they are 3-man, and on the side of the crowd they're still 4-man strong, so they could make a play. But Carnadier shot, not going to be hitting anyone. He's trying to do a 360. I think he did a 360 shot, but not landing anything yet. But Abella is going to be playing a really cautious side. He's trying to shoot onto the wall and test out recall, I presume. And he's trying to move out already. But he'll get spotted by Mr. D. Mr. D finds some shots and Abella will be hiding back in. Miro will try to run to safety as his team is backing him up with the covering fire. Will he make it to safety? And yes, he will. And Eclipse will lose out one member. And Auto Knockout will still have one kill on the board for themselves. And Shura, he's the man that is really dangerous in this team, to be honest. Not Zen, it's not Miro, but Miro is the smart guy. Miro is the balls. He's kind of a ballsy guy. And from all what I can see, Shura is the main guy to be looking out for, because he's making all these plays that's very unexpected from he's making some random plays that no team is going to be expecting. And Legend Rumble on the screen is going to be moving towards Baby Argon. But I mean, Abstract, what do you think of Legend Rumble? I mean, they're doing really well, but not that well. You know what's lacking from this particular team?
honestly, for Legends Rumble, they have been finding themselves in for this game at least. They have been finding themselves in Santa Catarina, and they haven't really been getting themselves into team fights. And understandably, yeah, sure, it's fine for you to not be in team fight in Kalahari. But the thing is, if you don't want to be in team fight, you would want to be kind of located in another place. So if you're going to be parachuting away, like at the exterior part of the map, you have to get your move on and prepare to find yourself in team fights. But Legends Rumble, they're kind of, they don't really want to move that early, and they do not want to risk anything. They're just going to be waiting for the perfect opportunity whereby the circle is about to close, then they wrap around the circle kind of thing. I'm not really a big fan of that. I would prefer them to start moving a lot earlier, trying to watch out for activities. If they do not want to third party, then whenever they hear some shots going on about, then yeah, perhaps you can avoid that area kind of thing. But that is not what they did. They just kind of stayed in Santa Catarina for a very, very long time. And, well, that's that. Well, in the meantime, we do have some good fights that we have been waiting for and coming in from the team that we would want to look out for. And that is going to be Nox. While Shoyu has been tagged a lot in a short span of time by the members of Special Armies MY, as they are pretty much stuck inside of that ship inside of Santa Catarina. How are they even supposed to get themselves out of there? I believe the circle is on them. Okay, the circle is on them, so they don't really have to be too worried. What they can do is kind of do the baiting job, right? Just kind of bait the opponents to come into the ship and use the high level grounds against Nox. So if they are, I wouldn't say that this is the best strategy, but I think that this is something that they can choose to try, is to let someone be shot out and be knocked down on purpose, right? On purpose, so the rest of the no extreme members will run into the ship, and that is how Special Army can deal with the members from No Escape. But I don't think that it matters so much, because right now, Special Armies, they managed to bring one man down, leaving Hazik all alone.
Yep, Rain is being taken out for an instant by Special Army MY. Special Army MY has the high ground because they're still on the ship. They're not making any move. But yes, Abstract, they can go for a bait kind of play. But Hazik will be running away for his life with the car. But car dropping reload. Car's about to explode. But no, will it explode? And yes, eventually it will. Hazik will be taken out and double kill. 2 kills. So we're going on to Vans. And he is having a game of his life. He's still holding the high ground. He's going to be shooting off the glow walls. He's going to be attempting to get any more picks from the side of the members for No Escape. But onto this side, we have LCMI Bosco engaging onto 4 X-Men with MP40s, with MP5s, close range shots being fired, grenade launches being thrown out. Nothing happening just there, but Logan with the shotgun gets 1 kill onto Saul. But Manchai will be dropping really low by the LMG. Will he get the kill? Kachin? No, Kachin will not get the kill. But oh yes, he will get the finishing kill onto the knock, but he will get knocked out by Eclipse. Eclipse is just right around the corner on the other side of the map. SKS not landing any shots onto the knocked member of LCMI Bosco, but 4X-Men makes the smart move and gets away, and they didn't end up with any kills because Team Eclipse has just third-party the kills off, and Bayetz is going to be still there. He's going to be attempting to finishing off these kills,
no.
but not sure. Oh no. Eclipse, I think Eclipse just stole another kill. Yep, Eclipse just stole another kill, so Danger Zone is right on top of 4 X-Men members. He has to back up, but 1 kill didn't get picked up, so
expired.
Expired. So LCMI Bosco will get 1 kill for themselves. So 1 kill is not that bad, but with that amount of bodies wasted, it's not really worth it. But auto knockout, still looking strong. Just got themselves an A crit with the almost
hello
there. Oh shoot!
They're
hunting here. Jabat. Shura. You are just an amazing long-range sniper, aren't you? Jabat gets taken out early out in the game, and Baby Argon is going to be left with 3 members remaining alive. And I can see Auto Knockout wants to be claiming the name of King of Kalahari for themselves because they've been showing up on Kalahari. They might get a back-to-back Kalahari Booyah because they got one themselves on the last series. They might get themselves on this series as well. So Phoenix is going to be on a sniper tower. has lost out one of his members, but recall control not doing really well. But goals being popped out. Auto knockout will be moving on to the warehouses. That it's going to be converging in. Circle is still on their favor. Nothing much is going to be happening just yet. But they know that Phoenix is on the sniper tower. They just need to find out where is Cobra and I'm, because these two members, so as well, Cobra, a really aggressive player. Okay, rifles being ready up on hand, but
They're gonna find out
Mr.
soon.
D gets straight out off long. Jim, will he help out his team? But Mr. D gets knocked down. Miro will get finished off, and Mr. D is almost being finished off as well. But Zen gets fired along, and Shura dropping really low. This is not looking good for Auto Knockout. Auto Knockout will be eliminated. They can't claim themselves to Puya this time, and Baby Argon, the Terminators, showing up on this series, and this is the final match of the series as well. So they're popping a global, setting themselves up, but no luck for Auto Knockout, and the Kings of Kalahari No Escape is still staying up strong, but only 2 members remaining. But Cobra getting tagged out by the members of Team No Escape. He is not gonna go anywhere. Phoenix is just pinned down on that one specific situation, trying to get into cover onto the warehouse in front of him, and surprisingly he's gonna be hiding onto the watchtower as well. He'll be collecting some loot onto some dead bodies, and yeah, Kick and Show you will be monitoring Cobra and Ajim, so they will not be leaving anywhere. But Abstract, Auto Knockout just got knocked out, so I don't know what to say, man.
That is reckless, aggressive gameplay. It is aggressive gameplay that did not work towards their favor, and they just recklessly ran inside of the building thinking that the 4v2 would have worked. I mean, in normal situation, yes, it could have worked. But I suppose that the opponents already have the high ground advantage as well as positioning advantage, because the opponents that is inside of the building, which is Baby Argon, they already knew where the opponents is coming in, whereby Auto Knockout is just going to be completely eliminated because of their exposed position. But we're just going to hold that thought for a little bit as we take a look at how Genesis All-Stars is catering for themselves, because they have just ran past inside of the building where SAF is inside, and now we have it. The firing squad coming from SAF is going to be completely annihilating a single player, decimating them away from the surface of this earth. 4 players of SAF is still alive. How about Frank though? Frank is currently looking at a really low amount of health. Side 20. It's gonna be the last man remaining coming in from Genesis All-Stars. How exactly is he supposed to get himself away from all of this? He needs to get himself the placement points, but there is absolutely no way that he can even do anything at this point of time, allowing SAF to clinch themselves up with 4 easy kills in the bag, while we've got a decent amount of damage coming in because of the blue circle. They have a long way to run. How is One Tap supposed to heal himself up and get himself inside the circle? Is that possible though? It does seem like it is, actually.
Yeah,
it does seem like it
possible. It is possible, Abstract, and we can see all these teams are converging into the central side of the circle already. Baby Argon is going to be holding on to the compound themselves. Right across Legend Rumble, is that Legend Rumble on pink again? Yes, it is.
Yes,
okay,
it
Legend
is.
Rumble will be right across the street, and Kai is going to be on the roof scouting out as much enemies as he can, or maybe get some free picks. But shots being fired off, but grenade getting lobbed up. Is that a grenade being lobbed up? I don't think so. But one showing up big, gets a team wipe onto Supreme Army Forces while they were entering the circle. But a kick onto No Escape is taking a lot of fire as well. Also, my Bosco Cal is going to be fighting onto Special Army MY 1 versus 4 action onto the edge of the circle. Santa Catarina is going to be the central side of the circle, but is going to be closing in, shifting towards the southwest side. Special Army MY has to make a move and right now and then, because the circle is going to be closing in. 4 circle does hurt a lot, and I can say a lot. Legend Rumble is going to be firing onto some shots onto Cobra, but recall just went out of hand. But Baby Argon, Ajim will be rejoining his team onto these compounds. But wow, what a lucky sight. Acre just dropped right in front of them, and 4 X-Men once will get a final kill onto an opposing team and will be eliminated out. But Shoyu is unlucky. Eclipse is going on towards No Escape, but Bella will be killing off Shoyu. Manchai will be killing off Baby, and Manchai will be launching those grenades up, and he gets a double kill. on. Right now, Manchai dropping grenades, going onto the backside, fast forward to
Uh-oh.
crunch time. Will he get the push? Will he make the move? But Manchai will be shooting out with the DMR onto the side of Baby Argo members. But he doesn't know all the members from Legend Rumble has been picked up. It's a 2 versus 1 situation. They have 6 kills. They are healthy. They need to keep this up if they want to close this series out with another back-to-back booyah for themselves. Legend Rumble is going to be stuck on the roof. If he has, oh my god, no escape. The King of Kalahari is going to be taken out. Oh, fantastic, be careful. Kaizo
Boom.
going to explode. Will he explode? Will he get the kill? But no, maybe Ajin will be getting a flag onto, but Phoenix will get the kill onto Spagami Minato, and kills going left, right, back, center. Legend Taker will be taking out maybe Ajim. Ajim will be knocked down right in front of the compound. He will have the cover to work with, but Manchai will eventually get knocked down as well. It's all left to one member left from the side of 4 X-Men Esports. Right now, Legend Rumble still on their line, not getting any kills just there, but Cobra dropping really low. Legend Rumble, although they might get the booyah, but no kills being taken. Taken will get the knock onto Eclipse, and Baby Arca Cobra will steal a kill from there as well. Baby Arca just stealing kills away from Legend Rumble. What is this insanity? Baby Arca is just playing the third-party game. They're just stealing kills left and right. They have 6 kills already towards their kill board. And Special Army MY will be eliminated out from the match. 3 teams left, 9 people alive. Legend Rumble only has 1 kill left on the board. Baby Arca is going to be pushing on to Legend Rumble side. Legend Rumble is still stuck over on the roof. Our team is going to be the bait. Grenade misses just barely. Bayet is still in the compound of the building, but no! Bayet will take down Cobra, but Bayet, will he survive all these shots? But no, he won't! And Baby Arca Phoenix will take down Bayet. Now down to these 2 teams going to be fighting on top of the compound. Right now, you can see Ajim firing on to Tinker running away from his knife, running away from Global, but Ajim will get taken out with spawn down by Legend Rumble itself. Right now, it's up to 2v1 situation, 1v3, and there we go! Legend Rumble will eventually shut down Baby Argon, and Baby Argon will take 2nd place, and Booyah will go over to Legend Rumble, despite losing a lot of kills towards Baby Argon. Baby Argon has been stealing kills away from Legend Rumble. That's just insanity.
What do I say? All you gotta do is go to a place that is suitable and camp in that building. Which is, well, something that Legends Rumble did. They managed to get themselves into the building, a disgusting location, in a disgusting circle, whereby the circle is literally right smack on top of them, with no other places to go. Everywhere outside is all just plains and emptiness and wilderness, whatever it is. And for Legends Rumble, they could have done a better job in terms of stopping people coming into the building. There's a lot of cases whereby they could have knocked someone out or even killed someone on their pursuit into the building, because things could have gone horrendous if anyone were to come inside of the building, because as long as someone has the grenade launcher or more grenades, they just keep lobbing in the grenades and all the frags onto the top of the building, they are done for. They are toast. But they're pretty lucky, I dare say, that most of the players in this lobby did not get themselves with a lot of grenades, and that could possibly be one of the reasons why the breach tactics coming in could not get themselves the advantage to wipe out the rest of Legends Rumble. But ultimately, still, congratulations over the Legends Rumble. They did manage to pray to the RNGesus, and the circle landed right smack in the center of the location that they are in. With 4 men alive, there's almost no way that they could lose to any teams that try to break into their building.
Yep, and I have to give props to Baby Argon as well. Baby Argon stealing a big margin amount of kills from Legend Rumble, I can say, because Legend Rumble, they were doing great. They were landing the knocks. They were getting players knocked down left and right again. But Baby Argon is going to be there to just steal the kills away. But have to give a big round of applause for X-Men as well. They did really, really good this particular series. And I can say Manchai with the grenade launcher. Wow, that was surprising that he knocked down 2 members instantly, but they got picked up instantly by their teammates as well, because the global actually saved those two members from Legend Rumble, because the global being popped, and I think he lobbed 2 grenades up front as well for additional to secure the kills, but he did not get those kills because grenades eventually bounced off the global. So that was pretty unlucky. So right, before we show you the results, we had an amazing series after all three series has been played. The results will be coming in really, really shortly. But before we show the results, we'll be taking a real short break before we reveal who's going to be the top 5 for this week. Stay tuned.
You thought you knew my story. This world is unjust and cruel. I won't know more of it. That's why you're here. They say you like to pry, but I only see curiosity. People call you reckless. I see you of no fear, where others see your arrogance. I only see grit. They call you sly and hasty, but you bring the quick wit. Why are you here? For a bank, biggest of all. We're taking back what's been stolen, and it will be the greatest heist you ever joined. Get ready for Plan Bermuda.
E seppellire lassù in montagna. Oh bella ciao, bella ciao, bella ciao. Karina.
Una mattina mi sono alzato, oh bella ciao, bella ciao, bella ciao, ciao, ciao. Una mattina mi sono alzato e ho trovato l'invasor. Oh partigiano, portami via, oh bella ciao, bella ciao, bella ciao, ciao, ciao. Partigiano, portami via, che mi sento di morire. E se io muoio da partigiano, oh bella ciao, bella ciao, bella ciao, ciao, ciao. E se io muoio da partigiano, tu mi devi seppellire. Una mattina mi sono alzato, oh bella ciao, bella ciao, bella ciao, ciao, ciao. Una mattina mi sono alzato e ho trovato l'invasor. Oh partigiano, portami via. Una mattina mi sono alzato, oh bella ciao, bella ciao, bella ciao, ciao, ciao. Una mattina mi sono alzato e ho trovato l'invasor.
Tapi dia mati dengan segala lagi. Granat launcher balik berjaya mendapatkan kill 14. Untuk mendapatkan buaya di sini. Keluar telah dibuka. Titans ditekan dan juga ditekan. Dan
to all of our survivors. Thank you for tuning in with us till the last quarter of today's series. So we have just done all the games, which are 6 games. Yeah, 3 series. So we have watched out a lot of great teams playing, as well as some underdogs playing really well as well. So in this case, we have watched like 6 games today, as well as yesterday game. We have saw the scoreboard, the total scoreboard was like no escape, of course, at the top. And right now, they were not really score on point or perform really well. But we can see some underdogs like Special Army or Legend Rumble today was really on fire. So what is your estimation in the total overall scoreboard, Abstract and Shadow?
Oh man. Okay, so the scoreboard that I am going to refer from is going to be from yesterday's scoreboard. So without an account for today's games, we've got No Escape in first, Hard to Get in second, Auto Knockout 3, Baby Argon 4, and so on and so forth. So from what I remember, Auto Knockout managed to get himself a Booyah once. For X-Men, they got himself a Booyah once as well. So understandably, I would like to possibly drop No Escape down a bit. And I think that, Hard to Get and Auto Knockout is going to be really close together. But Auto Knockout at number 1, Hard to Get at number 2. Third place, probably... Man, it's actually kind of tough, right? It's kind of tough. Okay, No Escape on 3rd. Baby Argon on 4th, and for X-Men is still on 5th. That's what I believe would happen.
Okay. So what about Shadow?
I think 4X-Men is going to be dropping down quite a bit because they showed up. They popped off in the last quarter of the series, so it's yes, they did pop up. They did manage to get themselves extra kills, extra points, but throughout the whole 3 series that we witnessed, I think 4X-Men is gonna be dropping down a little bit. Baby Argon will be climbing back up a little bit per se, and Auto Knockout as well will be dropping down quite a bit. I think my prediction is gonna be similar to Abstract from 1 to 5th, but we're excited to see how does the score go.
Interesting. But to me, actually, I have a little bit different point of view to you guys because I probably think that 4X-Men will be climbing up a little bit because they kind of get a lot of kills, right, in the past series today, right? So they also got 1 Booyah, 20 points safe in the pocket. So now we are going to see the total score. Before that, we are going to see the match result first. All right, so let's go. Okay, so this is day 2, which is Group B versus Group C. Our last series, match 1 result. We can see Raw Squad saved to secure their Booyah at the first match with total 36 points. Bloody Hate second, and they are the Philippines team that were not really performed really well yesterday, I think, but they able to make a comeback today. What about you think about Bloody Hate, gentlemen?
Bloody Head, okay, so I'm gonna refer to what Bloody Head have, which is position number 10 as of the end of yesterday. And considering the fact that they managed to, I'm pretty sure that, they have shown themselves quite a bit in the matchup of AB. And I think that they are relatively strong. They definitely showed themselves in their firepower, and of course they have exposed themselves in many different ways, such as revealing their position, a lot of activities here and there. Ultimately, Bloody Head, I think that they should climb up in position from number 10 possibly to number 8 or even number 7.
Yeah, just to remind you a little bit, recap from what last week had happened. Actually, Bloody Hate performed quite well, but yesterday probably not really on point, so they dropped to the 10th. And today, with just 1 point difference between Eclipse and Bloody Hate from yesterday result, I guess Bloody Hate probably gonna climb maybe 2 or 3 steps from yesterday. So by the way, No Escape got number 3 in Group B versus Group C, match 1 with 31 points, not bad. LCMY Gregory got 19, Eclipse got 18, and Hard to Get, one of the strongest in Philippines, 13 points. Alright, 7 is Special Army with 12, AV Elite 6, Legend Rumble 4, Baby Argon 3, Auto Knockout got 2, and AXA Dream Team 2 points. Well, here you go, which match 2 result for the last series of the day. Auto Knockout able to secure Booyah with 36 points. Congratulations. They were on fire since yesterday. Today, not bad too, I think. And secondly, we can see No Escape is still securing with top 3. That is not bad too. With total Q points, I think that Q points really help them a lot. What do you think, gentlemen?
It does seem like No Escape from the previous match result and this current match result. It does seem like they have some consistency on in their game, definitely. So even though they are not getting the booyahs, they are still rather consistent. Maybe sometimes they are knocked out in number 11, 12, or even 10th, but ultimately, if it is like the extremes, right? It's either they're going to drop all the way down at the low part of the bracket in that specific game, or they're going to be in the top 3, which is still gonna kind of tally things out and be slightly consistent in that regards.
But I think in the last series, probably they are not in this great placement point, I guess,
No.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
No.
So with 33 points, they secure in match 2 just now, and Hard to Get 25. Eclipse got 19, Baby Argon 18, and Bloody Hate got 14 in B versus C. And number 7, LCMY Gregory, 12 points. Raw Squad, 11. AXA Dream Team, 6 points. Legend Rumble, 2 points. Special Army MY, 1 point. AV Elites, no point in this match. And this is our last series of today for the match 1 result. You can see 4X-Man Esport got Booyah with total Q points 18. They secure total points of 38 points. That would definitely help them to climb 2 or 3 steps from here, I guess so. And Baby Argon got number 3 placement, but total all point they got 23. No Escape 23, Legend Rumble 22, LCMY Boss Coup 21, Eclipse 14. Alright, 7, Genesis All-Star got 9 points, Special Army MY 8 points, Supreme Assault Forces 8 points, Auto Knockout 2 points. Alright, here is the last match of today's series, which Baby Argon got number 2, but total all points, they got 31. Legend Rumble, they really rumble a lot today. Secure Booyah with 30 overall point. 4X-Man Esport 27, Eclipse 19, Special Army MY 18, No Escape 12 points. Well, here comes to the lowest bracket of the last series. Supreme Assault Forces 12 points, LCMY Boss Coup 10 points, Auto Knockout 6, and Genesis All-Star got 3. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, right here is our overall standing. Wow, interesting. This is out of my expectation, honestly. Hard to Get. Climb to the first place with total points 31 of today, and Auto Knockout 375 secured second place in overall standing. 4X-Man Esport 357, No Escape 339, Baby Argon 317, Bloody Hate 271. Wow, so gentlemen, what do you think about Hard to Get? They finally got to the first place with 309 yesterday. And then actually from the week 1, they only got 157. They got pretty low at the 4th place, very far apart from No Escape. But right now, they are at the first place. Can you please comment a little bit on how Hard to Get could actually do this?
Well, I suppose it's just mostly the aggressiveness, right? They didn't get that huge amount of booyahs because I've said before, the way that they play is slightly different from the other players, such as, when it comes to the last part of the circle, they are not that interested in the booyahs because normally if there are 3 teams remaining, the
Mhm.
all three teams that are gunning for the booyah, they would not want to draw any attention to themselves because they don't want people to know their position. But for hard to
Mhm.
get, they don't care about any of that. Whoever
Yeah,
they
that's right.
see, they go for the
Yeah.
kill, right? So
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
wouldn't say that it could either be a strategy that they have in mind or that they
Mhm.
just don't care and they are relatively dense. But I would still like to say
Mhm.
that their aggressive plays is
Mhm.
definitely the consolation as to why they are doing this because they are just gunning for the
Mhm.
kill points.
Yes, I can see hard to get. Usually, not scared of anyone, right? In every game, they were like, "Okay, you
Mhm.
come, then I come. Even though I saw you, you didn't see me, I will still come, right?" So they are like, they are not afraid of the confrontation in all games. I think so, right?
Yeah, most
Yeah. What
certain,
about
most certain,
Shadow?
definitely.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
most certain,
Shadow. Do you
definitely.
have
Because I
any?
saw,
Yeah. Okay.
yeah, I saw hard to get. Basically, they're like the John Rambo or maybe even
Mm-mm.
John Wick in the whole entire tournament. Because
Yeah.
as
Correct.
what you said, Leslie, because they when they see you, they would go for the kill. They don't care about
Yeah.
plays. At this point, they don't care about placements anymore. They just care about
Mm-mm.
kills. They want more and more and more kill points because kill points
Mm-mm.
by a big margin will separate all the placement points in the end of the day. So in terms of
Mm-mm.
the top six that we just saw earlier on page number one, I
Mm-mm.
think that was already
Mm-mm.
expected. But for X Men, in the other hand, I didn't
Mm-mm.
expect them to climb that far, like that high up already. But
Mm.
yeah, I think like things turned out to go for X Men's way today, and it certainly turned well. But No Escape certainly did not have a great day after all.
Yeah, that's right. And hard to get, honestly, they really just rampage, I would say. This word actually deserve to be called by them. They are rampage. So they have like, a lot of kills. They don't even care if you get booyah, but they just go for it. So congratulations, because you deserve it to climb up there. And as well, hopefully No Escape can be come back a little bit, because they were performed really well in the week one. So I'm expected more from them. So let's see the lower bracket right here. We have Eclipse with 252 points and Raw Squad 251, AV Elite 245, LCMY Bosco 241, LCMY Gregory 211, Legend Rumble in total. They just climb up to 12. Okay, this one is really a little bit out of my expectation because to me, I expected Legend Rumble probably will be in the top 10, because they will perform kind of well today, right?
hmm They were pretty good. And
Mm-mm.
another thing that kind of went out of from my expectations is how low Raw squad has dropped
Mm.
despite their single
Oh,
booyah.
yeah.
And it's
Mm.
just not something I thought because Raw squad was
Oh,
what
yeah.
position 6, and now they're
Mm-mm.
dropped down to what position 10 or position 8, something like that. But
Yeah.
yeah, that is the thing that kind of threw me off guard.
Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, that's right. So even Legend Rumble and Raw Squad, they perform really well, but you don't know what is total point for placement and kill points that actually sum up everything and affect the total all points. So by the way, at 13 we can see AXA Dream Team with 201 and Special Army MY 179. Supreme Assault Forces will perform kind of well in week one, but I don't know what happened to them. They dropped to 15 now, 161. Let's give them a little bit cheer up, Filipinos. And Genesis All Star still remain at the last 121, unfortunately. All right, right here, ladies and gentlemen. For week 3, we will be still seeing you in next week. Still the 3 series in everyday Group A versus Group B at first with 2 maps, Kalahari and Purgatory. Group B versus Group C, Kalahari, Purgatory. Lastly, Group A versus Group C, Kalahari, Purgatory. In day 2, we will have Bermuda, Purgatory instead. Instead, like today, Bermuda, Kalahari. But next week, second day, will be Bermuda, Purgatory. And then Group B versus Group C, Bermuda, Purgatory. Last but not least, Group A versus Group C, Bermuda, Purgatory. All right, welcome back to the screen. All right, so we have estimated some excitement from here and there, and then we didn't expect some of the teams still couldn't climb up to the stairs to get to the top 10. What is the important point is as long as you remain at the top 10, you are safe. Because what that matters is as long as you can go to grand final, be the top 12 to go to a grand final and grab the biggest chunk from 50,000 USD. So really, all the teams, you really have to just gear up a little bit, have to run a little bit in week 3, and last week is week 4. If you couldn't manage it, you couldn't go to grand final. That is the main point. So, well, by the way, today we have gone so far and we have done with second day. Do you have something to wrap up, Abstract and Shadow?
I mean, ultimately, I would just like to congratulate the teams that managed to get themselves the booyah, and of course, the massive amount of kills that they managed to bring to their name. I just want the players to know that the placement points is not just the most important thing. The kills are extremely important, and that comes in the form of Genesis All Stars. They managed to get themselves with a total of 2 booyahs today, and overall, but unfortunately, their kill points is only at 52, and that says a lot. That says a lot as to how many kills that they have gotten throughout the entirety of this last week and this week. So I really hope that they will buck up a little bit more in terms of their marksmanship, try to go for a little bit more of the custom game training, or perhaps play aggressively.
All I can say
Shadow?
is, Genesis All Star, you can do it. Although, yes, you may be maybe you're the last on the scoreboards, but never mind that, because you have 1 week to go. You have week 3. I hope you can play better, because to be honest, Genesis All Star is a prominent team. They have potential. It's just that they need the kills. They don't need placements. They just need the kills. If they gather enough kills for 2 days straight, they'll definitely climb up and they'll eventually make it to the top of it. Because as what Abstract said, they had booyahs, they had their moments, but it's just that the kill points were not there. So they have to sharpen up on their aggression and not playing too passive. So that's all I'm gonna say for like everything.
All right. So, hereby Abstract and Shadow, then that actually maybe Genesis All Star will be, gear up a little bit when they have training. So when you play Free Fire like us, survivors who are watching, when you play Free Fire, you met Genesis All Star, better be careful because they will be gearing up with all the kills right now. Okay, so let's see, will they climb up a little bit next week? And Genesis All Star, you can really do it because you are now in the top 18 teams from 1,296 teams. So you are not bad at all. You are like the top already. It's just you should, just like Abstract and Shadow say, you should climb a little bit by all the kills points that you get. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, right here is the week 2, day 2. We have summed up all the series by today, and thank you so much for watching our survivors in Free Fire. We will see you in week 3, and I'm Leslie signing off with Abstract and Shadow. I'll see you next week. Bye.
Rage on that beat, going crazy.